Uh-huh.
Hey,
uh-huh.
Red.
Hey, Red.
Yeah, dude. I'm assuming I'm back. I don't actually know. It says it's back, but you know, you can
We
truly
are
trust a
some
thing.
of the worst people ever.
Good to know.
No. Do you know how I know that it's no? We won't fuck with children. We'll drop an egg. Well, you'll drop an egg. But people-wise, we won't do anything harmful to children. All right, some psychological damage, but light psychological damage is a part of growing up, and it's fine.
Don't make me write something to test that. I don't want to.
The core of every adventurer's backstory.
There's a cross.
Was dropping that egg technically an abortion?
Maybe?
I'll shut up now.
If at first you don't succeed, try Mesker.
Is it too early for an I hate all of you?
No, it's
No.
about time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about, yeah,
All right.
we're there. Okay. So, last week, you all entered the Fane of the Night Serpent.
Also known on the map as Flavortown.
And for some reason, they're very interested in the fact that my arse is human. That is actually one of the most disconcerting points out of this fucking game.
So I thought he was
Yeah,
going
you
to
should
say
sleep
that
with
my
my
ass
oven.
is huge.
That's also a very good Metallica song.
Grip your pillow tight.
And I was wondering how they would have known that.
You came in to the Fane of the Night Serpent with a group who had ambushed you, and then in some strange turn of events, then decided to negotiate. But you guys are used to that because you have a paladin who does the same thing.
We want to try how you say diplomacy. Please stop fighting.
Can I
Please
just name
stop
my ass
fighting.
diplomacy?
Diplomatic immunity.
So, Fenthaza had some things to say that you found interesting.
Thank you for the
and
host
you
and the host and the host.
Came to
Appreciate it.
check out the Fane of the Night Serpent, which is creepy and filled with snakes and snake people and blood and a triceratops and incidentally a couple of basilisks.
I'd like to see those.
The last person to say that.
That's what Warden said.
Yeah, we'll put it.
Be careful, they'll stiff you.
Tim's is not with us tonight because, well, he is stoned, so he decided to
It's
dip
hardly
out
the first
because
time
he's
it's
not
happened.
technically here. He can't really do anything unless we manage to get him
Your,
unstoned.
Paladin managed to pass his will save to follow the instructions not to look at the shiny thing. Your ranger, on the other hand, he's a little bit petrified now. That might be a problem for today. Maybe.
He's a
So
rock
is
solid
his
member of
gra-
our team.
That sounded like a dick
So is
joke.
his great grandchild.
You know, what's D&D without a little family drama, right?
Family dick jokes.
No. No.
That's not tonight. Pims isn't here to give me a really look.
He might be in chat.
No, he's probably
Alabama.
Ish.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he commented about the stream being down, but you know, he's probably back to a ripping and a tearing.
Yeah, this stream was being kind of wonk to me earlier.
He's there. He's doing his thing.
Okay.
Hello, Pims.
So,
Hello.
Hello.
headset
Sorry.
mic doesn't do close talking, so we won't.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Eat it.
I would totally understand if none of you wanted to stream this anymore.
Not this time.
So you all have found yourself. Hang on. Apparently, I have to cough.
Well, we should know. Makes it easier.
You don't have a fever, do you?
My corona? Yeah, no, not yet.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't checked my temperature, but I'm pretty sure that was just pizza that went down the wrong pipe.
Ah.
Could do
Deep
that.
throating pizza.
Uh-huh.
Wrong pipe pizza.
The crustavirus got it.
Don't worry, I'm paying extra close attention. I had a patient with an active case last Saturday.
So
And
you
we
got
didn't know.
another week.
So I will be watching closely for the foreseeable future.
Mhm.
But so far so good. So you all have been shown into what is basically slaves' quarters.
Oh, you didn't mention
Fancy.
that's what this was last week.
Yeah, we were trying to close the thing.
Yeah.
So you've come past people in shackles who are working.
Oh.
And this place smells like blood, sweat, and tears.
Let's not forget
the
shit.
floor has beds made of straw and tumbled like rock and gravelly, dirty ground, and it's really, really unpleasant.
You fucked up.
Some of the people you passed were chained to said walls. Most of them are shackled at wrists and ankles and are either milling around or sitting together or working. And you've come into this corner. There's a guard here that's watching over the prisoners in the next room, and you all have this area mostly to yourselves where you can, I guess, figure out what to do next. Come to terms with your special plight. I don't know. What's the plan?
I Finkelnub, Raj, if you two could try and maybe follow Fantaza out and see if there's a cleric of some kind that could help us, or maybe the basilisk, or someone that could help with Warden's current condition.
So small lizard is just kind of giving 1,000-yard stare right now.
Mm-hmm.
Raj. Hey, Raj, and I take.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, I don't.
He is counting on us, you know.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to help him, you need to move.
Yeah. Yeah, we should. Yeah, and just wanders.
Okay.
Finkelnut,
Yes.
could you make sure she doesn't befriend another necromancer?
What did you say? Sorry.
Make sure she doesn't befriend another necromancer.
Okay.
Can I do a nature check to see if I know of any kind of potion or salve that could be created to help with petrification?
Sure.
He just needs a pumice stone.
If only we
He
had a
might-
ranger.
He might have a few fingers missing if we do it that way.
He doesn't need those.
I beg to differ.
So,
So we're wanting to split the party. so to
Not
speak.
like we didn't earlier.
And that was also a great idea.
I mean, it only ended bad for one person.
It almost ended
And-
bad for two.
And that was because he stared at the basilisk. What do you want?
Also, Small Lizard's already just wandering at this point, trying to find a way out. So,
All right, I'm going to follow the small lizard.
Small Lizard did not pay attention to which way they came in.
Small Lizard has PTSD.
Now that the two
You-
tanks are gone, the party is squishy.
You came in from the northeast. Through as you turn around to go back the way that Fenthaza came from, you see the door up here shut again.
Okay. And this is a real snake that's in front of me? What is that?
This?
Snake guard.
Yeah, it's there's a picture in the chat.
We do a lot of talking, though.
We do. It's a tiny
Ah,
picture.
it's not that far up, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the distant cousin of the kobold thing.
Yeah, okay. It looks like a mutated kobold. Got it.
Yeah, it does. It does look like a mutated kobold.
Okay.
The Komeek.
Yep, and it's interested in the prisoners,
Not in me.
not so much in you.
I'm just gonna slide right on by like I belong here.
Uh-huh.
So these guys are all shackled up. I can't do anything about
Mhm.
that at the moment. Not right now. Probably not a good idea. I'm just gonna stroll
Yeah.
over here to the door.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay. As you try to open the door, you hear a voice speaking on the other side. You hear we're waiting for the next shipment, Fenthaza. And then Fenthaza's voice saying, it'll be here shortly. But when you try the knob, the door doesn't open immediately.
Okay. Can I continue listening in?
Is it in common?
Yes, it is in common.
Okay. That's peculiar.
Genius.
The male voice says, you know, it's boring sitting in here all day. I would love to have some company to speak with, but I'll settle for counting the stores. Just have to wait for them to arrive. And then you hear, they'll be here tomorrow, Ozzy. Calm down. Yes, miss. And the speaking ceases, and you hear footsteps going away from you.
Okay.
Or
Sorry.
slithering.
Yeah.
Just out of
The
curiosity,
opposite of
about
walking.
what time of day is it? I don't remember, because we were kind of in a rush to wrap up last week.
It's hard to know. Everything's dark down here.
What was
Yeah,
the sun
we-
doing in though?
Yeah.
Do we
Noon.
remember?
When you came in, it was mid to late morning.
Okay.
It's
Spent
it's
3 hours
probably
at the
been 3,
door.
4, 5, maybe 5 hours at this point.
It's early afternoon. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So not unreasonable for us to want to go do something. It's not like 2 a.m. or something.
No.
I mean,
Uh,
considering the circumstances, yeah, we're all
Also-
probably a little wired.
Just for
Uh,
the bit of a clarification on my end,
Mhm.
of the NPCs in this room, which ones are chained and which ones are the guards?
This is a Malison, like a
Mhm.
hybrid snake man.
Yep,
We killed a lot of those.
we did kill a lot of those.
I say that out loud.
These are
No,
uh,
I'm joking.
the other people here are humanoid humans, and they're chained.
Okay.
Welcome to the chain gang.
Well, Shaggy, you want to know what they used humans for? I think we figured out.
This doesn't really answer the questions.
Welcome to the chain.
So we're clear for those who are
Gang.
understanding that. Just went super tight bunker toe cowboy.
Jills did say humanoid. Are
Humans.
they? Yeah, humanoid humans. That kind of gives me feelings.
We're gonna run
They
into
got the
some
leggy.
worse stuff.
That's what I hear.
They have they none of the ones that you can see anyway have any obvious snake parts.
Oh, right, because that's some sort of an option, right? Where they changed, like they used to be human until they started becoming snake people. Are there any
No.
orc snake?
I
Like snake
wonder what the
orcs?
supplies are for that they're waiting for.
Mhm.
Oh,
I will relay that to the rest of the group. I probably
Yeah.
should go back and tell them before we do anything else stupid.
where is Yeet in all of this? Is he she pressed up against the door with you, or
Waiting by the door, white knuckling their sword.
Why are you all super stressed?
Things make sense.
Things are moving.
make sense.
Jill's no fine.
Okay. I'm gonna go head back.
Yeah.
something about nightmares, dreams and visions, all the good stuff.
You know, I've got a couple options at this point as to why to be stressed, honestly.
Yeah, to be fair, stakes kind of like, I don't know, pick one.
So I just relay that to the rest of the group. Basically, that there's supplies coming in tomorrow, and we really don't know what those are or what they're for.
Only that the one that wants people to talk to.
Get them all to talk.
Maybe they're waiting on large rats for the snake people.
Feeder rats.
Do they eat frozen thought?
I'm gonna ask to use the restroom and then just start looking around for it.
Just start looking around.
You're gonna start looking around for the bathroom.
You found it. Wherever you are, you found it.
It's the
Pretty
corner.
Yeah, basically you get pointed to one of the corners that is in the room, right? The not the clean pile of straw.
Gotcha.
The other
That's
pile.
that's a current bed and a future toilet. Got
Yeah.
it.
I Shaggy, can you speak their language?
It'll take me a little bit, but I can for a while.
I was curious to see if we could find where the sending stones pair.
I'm sure the snake people won't have any concerns whatsoever when they see me bend down and start pouring shadow out to make my little ritual symbols on the ground. It'll be fine.
I mean, you can use Warden as cover.
Warden doesn't know why, but when he comes back, gonna be some channels carved into his arse.
Did you walk to Shaggy to talk to him?
Yes.
Okay, I'm using Warden as a scratching post.
Good lord.
The unholy.
I pull out my water skin. Splash. Bad kitty. Put it out.
That's a party member.
No.
The
No.
rest of these walls are
Splash.
smooth. I
No.
must keep my
Splash. No.
fine. Stop with the splashing.
He's still in there. He's not going to be stoned forever. He can't. He can't be
mean,
stoned forever.
At least he's doing it
We
while
have
you
to
can't
fix
feel your
this.
butt. It could be worse. He could be trying to do it while you can feel your butt.
It figures. It. As soon as I find another Firbolg, goes and does this.
I want to whisper to Araj.
Uh-huh.
The person at the door says that they're lonely. You speak Draconic. Do you want to give it a try? Ask them about the place and what's here.
Sorry.
Indeed.
Can I have more
Ooh,
clarification
indeed.
on what you mean by lonely?
Apparently, they're bored out of their minds guarding the door.
I mean, unless Warden is into that type of thing, which then I don't
Genuine
think
boredom, not
Keeper wants to know that.
General loneliness.
Keeper would
not
prefer if
sexy
you kept
loneliness.
that to yourself.
You never know with this group. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're looking to pass time. They're not looking for a good time. There's a difference.
All right, which
Looking for a
Which
good time, not
one?
looking for ass
They're-
time.
They're on the outside of that door.
oh the words.
Come on, Steak.
Quick,
Headspace-
roll the words.
You've got
Headspace,
this.
Not. I can't right now.
You gotta poop. His character has to poop.
This is in character. I'm actually role playing.
You don't talk to them, I will.
That's probably better, honestly, right now.
Hey, can we come out?
Out of character. You said that's what you're supposed to do.
I didn't realize this was slave quarters. Okay, sorry.
Where else would they put the people that have been pissing off anyone of importance?
You just left us in the doorway.
And risk more of us turning into statue? I don't think
It would have been
so.
less of a problem for them then.
He's
Except
got a
if I
point.
turned into
Keeper's got a
statue.
point. They both have a point.
So, you said, "Hey, can we come out?"
Yes.
And the response is, well, I don't know. Can you?
Oh, fuck, these guys are dead.
Wow, the sass levels on these people.
I again try to do the door.
Okay,
Do you want a strength check?
sure.
Oh no.
Strength check.
That's a save.
Oh, that's a save. My bad.
So close.
Okay. I'm gonna give you athletics. Yeah. Fuck that door.
Okay. So you pull, and scraping loudly, causing heads to turn all over. Right, the door cracks open. I'm gonna move the dynamic lighting slightly, and hopefully not all the way. There you go.
Okay. We can probably trade spots. Steak.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
I've seen enough.
On the other side of the door, you see coiled, like sort of giving a weird smile, and with its tongue slithering out in your direction, a giant constrictor snake.
That sounds fine.
I say, looks like I can.
He says, "Hello."
There you go. Sorry, I didn't realize that I hadn't switched back.
You are small smaller than most of the people here. And you do not wear the chains on your hands and your feet.
I thought they were about to point out that they don't wear pants.
I am unaccustomed to this. My name is Azimas.
Lots of S's.
Close
I,
roll
uh,
20.
Ass mass.
I just imagine it spelled with like 6 S's.
And 2
Welcome.
Z's.
Welcome to the storeroom.
Neat. I'm Finkle Knob. I guess I'm gonna just go out there.
Finkel knob.
Okay.
This is how I die.
So
I did that so
stacks
that the
of
cloud
sturdy wooden
caption
crates,
would show me
bundles
what
of
it
cloth,
spelled it as.
and clay flasks litter the floor. Some of them are stacked, and you can see there's one that looks like Ozzy had taken the lid off of and was counting something. Exactly how with no arms, but it looked like he had been looking into it. That's if it helps you to see his name. There it is.
I spelled it right.
Azimas.
Kalima! Wait.
Ah,
Hold on,
Oh, we are
Shmai.
all sharing brain cells tonight.
He says, "Huh. I'm surprised that Miss Fenthaza did not tell me about you.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
and I'm just gonna kind of squeeze the door behind him. Yeah.
What brings you to?"
Oh, good.
We're
I
both
just-
small.
I
We
just
can share a
moved
space.
Yep.
We can.
As you come forward, Ozzy looks at you and says, "Hello, I am Azimas."
Hi, I'm Araj. Hi. Sorry.
Araj
Like
the
he tries to
Caldero.
say your name and it doesn't fit out
Ooh.
of his mouth properly, and he goes,
I also go by
Sorry.
Yeet, if that helps.
"That one's hard for me to say."
Is Yeet better?
Sibilant S's.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So
There we go.
yeah. So, what brings you to the storeroom and to the fane?
Well, the short of it, our friend is a statue, and we're trying to make him not a statue.
Huh.
Yeah.
Your friend. Someone carved his likeness?
No, you're
The basilisk did.
out front. You know, shiny. He looked. He's rock now.
Look into my eyes,
Oh,
tell me what it
That
is you see.
sounds troublesome.
Yeah, it's not great.
I don't know that the storeroom has anything to help you with that, but I wish you the best of luck. If there is anything that I can help you with, I will do so. You seem a very kind folk, if you are strangely shaped.
You're
Thank you.
strangely shaped.
How much do you know about like the other people here? Just out of curiosity. Would you know one that could maybe help, or know.
We don't have any carvers that I know of. Would you need someone to carve him out of there?
not exactly more something I think more along the lines of magic undo.
Magic undo.
Control Z, Control Z.
I'm a Control Z cleric.
How you'll say, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser.
He says, I do not know. The magicians do not keep their supplies in the storeroom.
What about people that make potions? You got anybody like that?
There are the priestesses, but I do not know. Normally they assist with the rituals and with the transformations, but less so with the. It's not a very nice thing to say in common. They don't like people with smooth skin.
I'm gonna get me a drink. I will be back. I'll be right back. I need a drink.
I do not know whether they can help you. Perhaps you should. Fanthaza must know about this dilemma. What did she say?
I'll roll for memory.
Yeah, what did she say?
It has been a week. It has been a very long week.
Yeah. What is rolling for memory?
Intelligence.
I'm the best at that.
Check or save?
I
Check.
assume a check.
Yeah. History, if you have proficiency.
Ooh, I do the brain good. No, I don't.
I got a 16
Okay.
with a -1, so I'll take it.
I don't know who Fanthaza is.
Fanthaza's the snake.
No,
lady
in
that
character.
Oh.
Yeah, you rolled a 3.
Oh, that roll.
Yeah, that's true.
So I rolled a 2. It's modified to
Yeah.
a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. You're going. Fanthaza. That's that
No.
snake lady, right?
Wait. Yes, the snake person.
Really
In the
descriptive
temple
down here.
of snake people.
Narrows it down.
The lady who was literally half snake. I'm pretty sure you've only met one lady who was literally half snake. The pretty,
Also, for
The
sake
pretty
of
one.
and Hobble go auga.
I enjoy that this place has both variants of snake people, both snake on top and snake on bottom.
You've
Okay.
also
And snakes for arms.
Yeah.
You've seen snakes for arms as well.
So here's what I want to see at some point: human shoulders, human head, human hips, and human legs, but a snake torso.
There
Human
was
face.
all kinds of snake
Now you
people
want
at
a third
Obu. There was
Like literally
Snake,
just the torso
snake.
was snake.
torso snake. There was even arm snake.
We've
Also, so
seen
you don't have to go.
skeletons of those, though.
Yeah.
Because remember, Keeper was like, this has one too many vertebrae to be human.
I just want human face, breast snake.
Did we already come across that though in the temple of?
That's a specific, like, monster race, I believe.
Isn't that a naga?
Yeah.
I believe technically, yeah.
That would have been
Awesome.
helpful.
Also, so you don't have to go back and try to remember what you said if you don't offhand. I can just relay what Finfala said.
Yeah,
And what-
please do. Because I don't
No,
remember.
I don't either. Like that's what I'm saying.
Asante squash
Like,
banana.
so if it doesn't really affect the outcome, just I'll relay it, and then we can move on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically, Fanthaza had told Warden and everyone not to
not-
look at the basilisk,
Yeah.
and Warden did, and Fanthaza was like, "I guess
Idiot.
that's kind of what happens, dumbass." and didn't really offer useful information.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just relay that
Okay.
to Giant Python.
Okay. So
Anaconda.
Azimas.
constrictor snake.
Python's a constrictor. Actually, I guess
Look, it's a boa.
It's a green anaconda, isn't it?
Boa.
Big snake.
His name
Big
is
snake.
Boa Jackson.
This is
I could use the rock and give him a friend.
It won't last, though.
That DM face. Oh, no.
No, Cube. Cube. It's the two of us on our own right now. Save that rock for when we mess up.
Warden
don't
just told me he'll get that ability soon.
If he's a statue, he won't.
So yeah, basically Ozzy asks you, is there, what did Fenthaza say? So Fenthaza wasn't helpful, and he says, oh, well, if Miss Fenthaza doesn't know, Ozzy definitely does not know. I wish I could be more helpful. The Ross himself might have the power to help you, or the priestesses might know something. I suppose you could ask Sokash. The he keeps and feeds the beasts you speak of.
That's not very cash money of you.
So gosh.
That's his name.
I like mine better.
Yours is better. I agree. Says, but if you need supplies or anything, I'm always here to.
I am curious, what stuff do you have in here?
Soak the cash.
Well, we have. He gestures and says, much cloth, and we have ropes, and there are, of course, he's like going over to next to different crates each time, right?
Like
And he says, yeah, and he says, well, there are 62 bolts of cloth, 6 crates of bronze bars, 3 barrels of
I thought they were
salt
going
and
to say bronze balls.
spices,
Quick, while he's
chests.
distracted. Say you want some armor, some swords, some reversal potion, and a couple of bolts of silk.
Oh yeah, they took all
Right
of our
in the
weapons,
middle.
didn't they?
No, we gave our weapons to the other party members that didn't go in.
So do we have them right now?
We have them, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're armed.
Yeah,
This would be
just slip a
suicide mission
reversal
anymore.
potion right in the middle of a list of completely innocuous items. That'll work.
3 chests containing rope. There are 6 lanterns, 6 sheaths of paper,
We're listening to all of
26
these.
blankets. Anyways, he lists a bunch of shit that
Is
doesn't
there
sound
anything
helpful.
of use in the list?
Anything that stands out as important.
He sort of leans forward conspiratorially and says, and some incense.
That's actually useful for spell components? I don't know if an 8 intelligence lizard would pick that up, though, because I don't get those spells. And you're the magic detector of the group of licking, so I mean... So...
Tim's asks if there's any ladders.
If what matters?
Any
ladders.
ladders?
Oh, he didn't
climbing
list ladders. He did list
Rope?
ropes. So
Actually,
I
do
suppose
I get
you
You can
might
make a
be
rope
able
ladder.
to make
Yeah,
a rope ladder.
Ropes are probably more useful than ladders for, snake people.
Yeah, you
Good
also
point.
have noticed nowhere
Oh my
in
God,
here
Pam.
are there
There's
any
snakes in the
stairs.
ladders. Fuck you.
Yeah.
No
No
stairs.
stairs.
Nowhere in the Fane have you seen any stairs. Ramps everywhere.
So it's ADA compliant.
good.
Got it.
Yeah, it's accessible. Nice.
I want to see a snake in a wheelchair now.
Do they have a dolly so we can roll Warden around? It might actually be a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, this is out of character, but like the cloth and the ropes.
Mhm. Is there a wagon?
Having some kind of a hammock to haul our frozen furbolg around.
Please grab incense. Please grab
Yeah.
incense. Please grab
Oh.
incense.
I'm trying to. Yeah,
Incense,
no.
that weird smelly shit? No, thanks.
I mean, I've had an eye on a magic component that hasn't come up. So would you have expressed interest in the past about incense? Just
I mean, don't all
Which
old
probably-
people kind of think
okay.
that?
That's all I was looking for. How much incense do you have, and who's holding the money?
Mm. He taps a small box that's on top of like a barrel with his, like he boops it with his snoot.
As
And,
Snick do.
Well,
As
I assume
Snick
the
do.
tail.
He
It's
boops
cuter if he boops it.
It's
with
the
his
snoot
nose.
boop with the Snick.
It's a snack snoot boop. And when you open said box, inside there are 10, 11 blocks of incense.
How much does that run?
Not at all. It's incense.
What's its value? He's like are you asking him how much he wants for it?
It's an out of character question because I know spell
Oh.
components need X amount of incense in gold.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't, and I'm like
Here's an
also
important question for you then. If that's the case, on days where it's a very short supply, so they bring the price up, does that
Yeah.
mean you use less incense?
I have no godly idea.
You have to keep an eye on the market share so you can figure out how much incense you can get away with that day?
It's the value of it. It's not what you pay
Mhm.
for it. So you could pay like 150 gold for it, and it's only worth 50 gold, or vice versa.
But the value in item is how much you're willing to pay for it. So, so if there's inflation, that means you get more uses out of your magic items.
Wait, hold on. I know the solution.
Where's
Long, are
Long?
you here?
Oh God.
We need an accountant.
Let's see. A priest's pack typically has 2 blocks of incense in it to start with, and a priest's pack costs 2 gold pieces. So, costs 20 gold pieces. So I'm gonna say 1 gold piece for a block of incense is what it would normally cost.
Why? How much does your spell components require, Mace?
Mine don't need it. It's the clerics that do.
Unless it consumes it, you can just use 1.
So that's about what, 20 gold for all of that? Assuming they.
He says, "This is the temple incense. I cannot sell all of it. Clearly, I cannot.
How much can you sell?
I think Miss Fenthaza might not miss a block or 2.
Any's better than none, right? That how this works? I don't think that's how this works, but
I just shrug. That stuff tastes terrible.
yeah, all right. I'll grab 2 blocks. So that I literally just said it was like a gold a block, so it's only 2, right?
Yeah, he says, place your gold pieces in their place, please. Like in the
Right.
box. He's,
Okay, I will put the gold in the box,
What's
and I will
in
not
the
steal
box?
any more accidentally.
Are you sure?
To your jailer.
Yes, I am sure.
Okay.
A
And
lizard
I love the
who's
fact that has to be
faceless.
clearly stated.
We've established they're a klepto.
It's true.
And this is a very bad place to be a klepto.
I'm gonna also keep my eye on Yeet. Just
That's
make
a
sure
good
they're
feeling.
not stealing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will take the 2 blocks of incense and give them.
You're just hanging on to some blocks of incense. Got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll hand them to Finkelknob and say, "Go give these to Keeper for me, please."
Okay, but then I can't watch you. Okay.
I'm not gonna. I'll keep my hands in my pockets. All right, just go. And while Finkelknob is gone,
uh-huh.
I want to ask about the sword I saw in my vision.
Sword.
It's a bit vague, I know, but I don't remember the description you gave me. I didn't write down a full description.
What did he's
Did I write
I've
down a full description?
seen many swords. I do not know.
Yeah, it was. Wow, good job on note taking, me. Glowing sword of some type. I am the worst paladin in the world.
Well, at least he admits it.
All right. Roll intelligence.
Why did
Or
I look
history
back to
if
that?
you're
What the,
proficient.
what the hell,
I'm
guys?
not. And you know what? I'm going to use a luck point just in case.
Uh-huh.
Nope, that's an 11. Okay.
11 is the best of the 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
I rolled a 12 and a 7.
Okay. Glowing sword. Glowing sword.
I feel like a black hilt. I don't think that's right, but I feel like a black hilt.
Glowing or flaming?
Hey.
That's possibly. I only saw it first split second in a dream, but
In what context?
okay, this is gonna sound weird.
There's nothing that sounded weird
Fighting
yet.
a black tar giant fetus looking.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah,
You
no,
said
that's
it's
weird.
penis looking?
Yeah,
A black tar fetus? What is a fetus?
Oh, fetus.
You know what?
You know them
That's
as
actually
snacks.
a good point. I don't know if
Super sweet
what
to
that
meet
is.
you.
Thanks.
I'm
Neither of
fabulous.
you know.
I'm super.
Yeah,
Just
that's a
wondering
good
How are
point.
you?
Okay. Imagine.
Also big snack.
Yeah.
Sprinkle
So take a baby and make it soupy.
Make it soupy?
What?
Take a baby,
How have you
make
managed to
it
say something?
soupy.
Scrambled eggs.
How have you managed to say something worse than I have in an episode?
Don't mean make
Scramble
it
it.
soup. I mean
You,
like
you use a rapier to make it soupy?
that's
Or
not
do you use a
what-
maul? What's more
I
effective?
worry
I'm
about steak some
Him is
days.
dead.
disturbed by this visual you put forward. Well done.
I think steak just
Thank you,
described a
Calf.
portion.
One soupy baby, please.
Look, I can't put abortion in my
No
stream
soup for
title.
you.
Please don't make this about tonight.
Maybe in West Virginia.
The baby soup Nazi.
Could you make it soup, baby? Please.
That's all I'm gonna put for the description when I transfer this over. Is just soup baby and nothing else.
I'm just a prom night soupy baby.
Oh,
It's gonna be like 8 episodes for Pims is saved.
With the rate we're going.
I don't know
Coronavirus
how
will
to
be over by the
describe
time we
this.
fix
Okay?
this.
How would you describe this to someone when you technically
Hey,
haven't seen one
Caden,
either?
you showed up at a really weird time.
No,
Think
But I
I'm
mean,
not
let's face it, it's
giving
always a
you
really
crap
weird time
for
with
it.
us.
It's
No.
just freaking funny.
No, I know. That's like the best way I could have worded it, I feel like, too.
Think of like one
You're
of our
the
babies,
best way
but
you could have
without the
done that.
shell.
Ding!
I clearly didn't think like that.
Waiting 8 episodes? What do
Clearly.
you mean 8 episodes?
So, yeah. Anyway,
Based on what was
Hey.
just said, I'm okay with waiting 8 episodes.
A shellless. So you tell him a shellless baby, but big and tarry,
yeah, sure.
and fighting it with a giant glowing sword.
Mm-hmm.
Glowing sword. Once I saw a glowing sword. I
Oh.
think Rasnisi has one, but he
Oh.
keeps it locked up and secure at all times. He's a very nervous man,
Oh.
Russ.
The nervous snack.
Well. That's useful to know. Alright.
And Finkelnub returns,
Yeah.
assuming by this point.
Whee!
You may have caught the tail end of that conversation.
Okay. I wasn't sure how long was appropriate to stay away.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine. You're-
No, I just wanted to ask about the sword.
And he hems and haws, and as you're coming back through the cracked door, he says, Rasnisi has one, but he keeps it closely guarded. He's a nervous man.
Finkel decides that it's talking about his underwear contents.
Oh boy.
And you just kind of see Yeet's mood just kind of drop a little bit, like, oh.
Okay.
Alright. Well,
Is this door permanently bent open now? I'd like to think so.
24?
Uh,
Probably.
it's kind of stuck. Like the hinge is a little bit goofed up.
That'll help me later.
How are you doing tonight, Katie?
Alright, well, I guess we should go
I
track
said
down the animal
Katie,
keeper then and see what he
Caitlin,
knows. Or
not
can,
Kate.
can help, right?
not
The
80.
animal keeper?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, for the
boy.
basilisk.
Close enough.
Yeah.
yeah. So, gosh.
Alright.
Alright. Thank you.
Thank you, Ozzy.
Quick
Thank
question.
you.
Which one was rude to him before?
Yordle.
Neither of us.
Yeah, I was
We
very
do it.
nice.
I watched some weapons. That's all I did last time.
Yeah. So,
Did
Mm.
Ozzy say which way that was?
Nope.
well,
We can
that
either go
was-
back and ask,
question. Which way did we come in?
It's twisty turny in here, and you
Okay.
went farther. So
Okay.
I don't know. This looks different.
Well,
Hmm.
our options are that way or that way, which then if we go that way, that leads to those ways.
or a social confrontation.
If only you had a tracker, someone who could have led you along the route.
Yeah, if only.
Or if only either of you were proficient in survival.
We both
I am.
are.
That was the joke.
Where would that beast guy live? Where's
Shokosh.
he at?
He is in the Hall of Serpents. It is to the north and west. He like points with his neck.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, direction.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Driving to
Fuck
work?
off again.
Why are you driving
Uh-huh.
to work so late? What the hell are you doing?
So it's this way.
This late at night.
I
Uh-huh.
assume that's a
At work.
ramp.
Uh huh.
Be careful once you get up here though, because basilisks.
Do I know what basilisks smell like?
We know what room they were in, that's for sure.
I'm gonna just try to smell for like that animal dung kind of smell.
Okay.
Or is that just all over because, snack?
I mean, there is a snack odor. Now that you've left the um slave area, it smells less like, the smell of nervous people and more like
People.
it smells fresher out here. Oop, Jeff's computer did a big freeze.
Brain freeze.
But as
Also-
you travel north here,
You know.
you can smell the animal pen.
Okay.
They're up here. We're on the left. So
I am
right.
I am doing like bad at social interaction, like looking at people's like knees,
Okay.
just to avoid looking at these things. I assume
Uh-huh.
they're actually probably my size, right?
The
If not
the,
bigger.
the brood guards are your size.
The basilisks,
Ah,
Bigger.
I didn't realize y'all had a
bigger.
shift this
So
late.
if I just keep looking kind of at a downward angle, I'll probably be okay.
You'd probably be fine.
if I pull the buckler I have out, what is that? You said it was a metal buckler, right?
Yeah.
How shiny is the back of it?
At this point, with what you've been through, not very.
Okay. Well, that was worth trying. Do I
It
have any
was.
other random equipment on me that might be shiny?
You should have, done upkeep and polish.
Looking at the walls and
Mhm.
stuff in here, you recognize the reliefs on the walls and
Also, the
and
big snake
the
statue.
big giant snake statue. This is the room you've been in before. The
Yep.
carts are in the corner. You're
Triceratops.
yeah, yeah. It at a certain point, it trumpets its Triceratops greeting at you, and
Okay.
Can I just pop another divine sense while I'm in this room, just out of morbid curiosity?
sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop another one of those. Let me drop it into the chat for you. That's That's not what I want to do.
Yeah, big yep.
Divine sense tells you. You
No,
can open your awareness
bad
to
pimps.
detect
Do not associate that with steak.
evil and good, basically. You know whether celestial, fiend, or undead are present within 60 feet? Yeah, ping, undead. Also, the noxious smell of evil surrounds you.
Noxious smell
Do I
of.
not get a direction this time?
Make sure it's just
Does
not
it-
me.
Well, you gave me a direction last time I was in this room. That's the only reason I was asking.
Within 60 feet of you.
Yeah, know the location. So
Oh, yeah.
how precise
it's like,
is that?
It's like you're facing this way toward the snake statue,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like behind you.
Behind me. So like here.
Yep.
Somewhere
That
in
direction?
somewhere in the behind you. Yes.
Somewhere in the behind you.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know.
Yikes.
Anyway, do we see the animal handling guy?
Yeah, he's chilling with the he's literally hanging out. He's shooting the shit with a brood guard over here, and there's just casually basilisks in the corner. It's fine.
And then that dumbass looked at the lizard after I told him not to.
That's where we come up like, I know that dumbass.
Yeah, Sokash is talking and he says something in Draconic, but it's a weird word that you don't recognize, and then so he's like, maybe it's a name or something, I don't know. He's a and then the big smooth skin he started to freeze up, and he does the action, right? He started to freeze up, and then he slowly and then he makes that weird grating noise in his throat again, looked at him again, and he was stuck.
I'm gonna just lean over to Finkelknob. I don't got a good feeling about this.
Okay. I don't understand anything that's going on.
No, I know, but like I'm hearing this entire conversation, I'm just like, I don't think this is going to be much help.
Well, you'd think that they have some of their people foolishly look the wrong
You
way.
would think that.
They're probably immune.
Anyway, I know he speaks common. If you want to go start talking to him, I have a rule.
Wow.
I don't initiate. Last person I initiated conversation with was a lich.
Our paladins
Because
must be
this
good at
guy's
charisma.
totally a lich.
Well, I apparently couldn't pick that up last time, so
You're the one that wasn't doing divine sense. I don't know.
Him last time or the last time before that?
all right. We don't need to get nitpicky here. They're bad at what they do. We've established this.
Walks around asking, "Are you a lich?"
Hey, are you a lich?
Oh,
Hi,
what?
I'm Mirage. Are you a lich?
It's like that book. Are you my mom?
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Are you a lich? Okay. Anyway, what's happening here?
Is a lich?
There, he notices you and looks up and
So they were speaking Draconic, right?
they were speaking
Okay.
Draconic.
100%.
He like looks at you and he goes,
Hey, that big dumb guy that looked at one of your pets. He's my
"Yeah."
Do you have any way to undo that?
Stokosh cackles to himself. I'm sorry. I apologize, but the basilisks are well trained not to attack our people. I'm sorry about what happened to your friend. But short of killing one of the basilisks, I do not know a solution for you.
Oh,
I'm
Well-
sorry. Did he just tell you the cure?
Yep.
He said that's an option. I feel like that would get us more problems than solutions right now.
I heard killing something is an option, so that's on the table. All right.
You see, there were once 4 of these basilisks, but the high priestess entered before the basilisks were well trained, and they locked eyes with one another, and it did not end well. So they made me slay one of my pets in order to use its stomach acid to free her. I do not wish to repeat the experience, you understand.
Hear that, Pims? We've been given a cure, and all we have to do is murder Hobo for it. So you've got a chance, lad.
Oh. I've got a way that we can get that stomach acid, but without killing it. I bring out the jar and I set it to Mayo.
Well, that's gross.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna force feed this thing Mayo. No. Just make it eat so much mayo it wants to throw up. Boom, stomach acid. This was not the solution that was intended.
That's okay though.
it's the syrup of Ifa Greater Restoration.
Never give me magic items is the lesson.
Wait. So, you're
I wonder what the conce for mayo is.
I mean, if you lay
Well, we could also
leave
get it
it
drunk.
out,
That might actually work better is like alcohol. We'll give their baskets a hangover.
Do you know how many people are petrified while they're hungover?
Wait, I heard 2 people talking at once. What was that?
Sorry.
You're good. What'd Stick say?
Do you know how many people are going to get petrified if you get one of these things drunk?
Well, as long as it's not us. Okay,
Sure.
Mayo might be the better option.
So
How much mayo does that make?
Like 2 gallons?
That's a lot of mayo.
And if you leave it out for a couple of days, it'll help.
Mhm.
Oh, God.
you want to serve the basilisk an emetic?
I don't know what that is. It's
I
mayo.
don't know what that is either.
A substance to make a creature vomit. An emetic.
Yes. That made up word you just used. Yes.
Was that draconic?
Must have been.
No. No, it's not.
I'm not there.
I have an iron pot. I'm gonna start filling it up with mayo.
I suppose you could try.
I'm going to go find a bucket. I would like to roll for bucket.
You're looking for a pot to pee in?
No.
I already got a bucket. Oh, you're gonna fill it up.
No, to catch stuff.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
Okay.
spew into this.
So-
is-
I'm just curious how you're planning on separating out the stomach acid from the eggy doom.
I'm not. In short, I'm not.
We're just gonna cover you in a mix
So,
of
you're
vomit
just
and
gonna-
stomach acid.
Gather the second-hand mayo and smear it all over him and hope it's enough of a consistency.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Sure. Okay. So
Oh God!
you fill up a pot full of mayo. That's fine.
This is D&D. I love it.
Yeah, you are gonna look for a bucket, I guess. So roll for perception to see if you can find one, or
Back
investigate.
to the storeroom.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Um,
Where are you gonna try to find a bucket at?
I don't know. Actually, let me see if I have one in my equipment before I go looking for one.
Does she basically have that Kinder feature?
Basically,
Is that
yeah.
one of those water gatherers?
I mean, can I roll something to see if I just happen to have a bucket then?
I mean, you have
Yeah.
a rain catcher.
I've got 2.
Do we really want to ruin those just in case?
I've got 2.
Oh, okay, go for it then.
Yep. All right, I'll hand you the rain catcher. How we're gonna do this without looking at the baskets is gonna be kind of hard.
I was just gonna.
Scoop it up off the ground.
I mean, that was.
Do have the apparent help of the trainer.
And you also happen to know someone who can make it so it can't look at him.
That would require bringing us back up.
Hmm.
Uh,
I think we got it.
um,
I don't think that would occur to me. I'm gonna like walk backwards. I'm gonna like
Okay.
face the snake,
Uh-huh.
and then like back up until I feel the wall.
hmm
Put the thing of mayo down and like slide it over, and then walk this way without looking at the basilisk.
I've got
Okay.
speak with animals.
Okay.
Is this an animal?
I believe it's technically a monstrosity, but I'll check.
Does it speak
Hey,
Draconic?
buddy.
Well, it's trained in clicks and whistles, so.
It is a medium monstrosity unaligned.
Yeah, there you go. I thought it was a monstrosity.
Operations, elemental space, fiends, that. Dang it. Okay.
The whole picture of the thing looks heckin' nifty, by the way.
Please do a share.
That's the wrong image. Sorry. That's from when I killed someone in Darkest Dungeon earlier.
Oh boy.
F.
It's still the wrong thing. Listen,
Don't mind me, I will be continuing to quote Stick out of context.
I will say I've never made a basilisk puke with mayo before in a D&D game.
I
this is new.
mean, I'm gonna go with. I also think this is new.
Whoop, wrong thing.
We're on
We
a
doxed
roll
ourselves.
tonight.
Way to dox yourself.
We live in Coronaville.
Ronaville, fuck yeah.
Oh,
Well, that county to the right has
Has a
been.
confirmed case now. 4. Ooh, that's not good.
I,
It's gonna get
also
worse
where-
over the next 4 or 5 days. So,
That's
I-
also where my cousins are.
Yep.
hope they're okay.
hey, Cube.
Yeah.
We might need a bigger bucket.
What do you mean?
Click on the picture.
That's a big boy.
Oh, yo, good boy. Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
who
if 2
I.
gallons of mayo is gonna be enough. No, it'd probably be enough.
It's
Oh, that's a good
mayo.
boy.
I mean,
It's like
Even
even
if-
1 gallon. Yeah.
even if it's actual quantity that you're looking for, it's mayo.
It's a medium creature, though.
Okay, so it's just long and short. Okay,
Is a short
That's
horse
the long
boy.
and short of it.
it's a curse boy corgi. Got it.
It's a chode.
Okay.
We're
6
shortly
legs.
before disasters.
So he says,
You're not wrong,
Sokash,
pimps.
he says, he's like laughing, and he says, I find this hilarious, but bear in mind, once that settles in his stomach, he may not. I would be careful if I were you.
Hmm. Are they chained up or anything?
They have chains. I don't know if they're attached to anything, but they have them.
About how far is the length on this thing that where it can go?
Are you asking Sokash? Or are you trying to look?
I'm trying to look. I'm asking.
He says, when they really want to, they can nearly reach the snake, but not all the way.
Okay.
Wait, the front side of the snake or the far side of the snake?
Assume the snake at all.
The snake at all, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because that's a 10-foot
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah. I'm most worried about the eyes and not much else.
So, you hear like sniffing sounds.
Mhm.
And then like a clatter of claws against metal. And after a little while, the slurping sounds of the basilisk eating, right? Surprised that worked, to be honest with you.
I think we are too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then again, after the bad luck Pim's had with dice last week, the dice owe you some luck.
Who's got the echo going on?
Yeah, we're hearing ourselves a little bit.
Hold on. Let me see if that's me.
I think you're the only one here that doesn't use headphones. So
Well then.
It's alright. It was just getting a little distracting.
Chanda
My
non-believer.
apologies. Is that better?
Still hear it a little bit.
But
I
I
can
heard
hear. I hear
Daishan
Daishan
echo as
echo.
well.
Maybe it's Hobble.
Wait, you can hear me echo? You shouldn't hear me echo.
Yeah, it shouldn't if you're echoing. Yeah, I can hear me.
Can you hear me, Echo?
Yes.
Yep.
hello? Hello?
Yes. Take 2.
Okay.
Is it me?
No, I can hear you as well. Hobble.
So that leaves Hobble.
They don't hear echo from stream.
Okay, so I've plugged in my headphones. My speakers aren't putting out any more sound.
Okay.
Are you still hearing an echo?
Hello?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Fucking
So
weird.
So it's not me. Yes.
And Hobble's muted.
Yeah.
How
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3. It's gone.
Alright.
It might be Hobble.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, how long are you waiting? The basilisk eats the mayo.
I mean, we have nothing but time, really.
Yeah, I should hear the sounds when it happens.
Yeah.
I want to be in the room where it happened.
No,
Not like
we
that.
don't want to be in the room where it happens, but we kind of have to be.
Um,
Is there anything reflective in this room? Chance, like just at a glance.
At a glance, like movable shiny things, not that you can see.
Okay,
Only you had a full set of plate mail.
I only have chainmail at best.
And the buckler.
I mean, I
And
have a
the
dagger I've
buckler.
never used that might be shiny, but I don't think pulling a weapon is the best thing to do in this situation.
I have a brand new shovel.
So,
You know, if you look into the eyes of someone, they're kind of reflective. So maybe you can get,
Close enough.
yeah, like, maybe you can get someone to look at the basilisk for you and then just kind of look in their eyes. And if they
Good
start
job,
to turn to stone, no,
Perfectus.
things went wrong.
I think things went wrong long before that.
First
Do we want
mistake was
So-
setting foot in Omu.
now I'm trying to figure out what the DC of a con save versus 2 gallons of mayo is.
Well, first of all, our basilisk lactose intolerant. I guess mayo doesn't have milk in it.
It doesn't
though.
have milk in it.
It's just a lot of oil.
It's
and
a
an
lot of
egg.
oil. Because you might have just given a basilisk diarrhea.
Would that work?
Oh
What's wrong with
my
basilisk,
god!
actually?
If it goes
why?
on long enough, yes.
If it works, he's still gonna be mad.
It's just going to be so much worse for Pims when he comes.
Yeah.
What
Why
happened to me? Oh god, why do I smell?
How could this
Did I
happen
fall
to
into
me?
the elemental plane of shit again?
Oh no, did I fight the Golgotha and forget again?
Well, so I guess another question though to take into account is 2 gallons of mayo like 2 gallons of milk where it just doesn't really
Blech.
go anywhere?
You could just back up, yeah.
I'm gonna make Google worried about me real quick. What happens if I eat 2 gallons of mayo?
You die, sir.
Why not? Our Google already thinks we're fucking nuts.
There's a Quora question that would you do it for $1 million? And the answer is yes. That's $1 million.
Fair.
Well, apparently, if you make this thing eat 2 gallons of mayo, it's going to need to worry about some stuff, like the amount of unsaturated fats.
Oh, we can just kill it from heart disease. Fuck
What's
yeah.
the milk jug challenge?
How many saturated fats are in there? Omega-3 fats.
That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of fat. That is a fat bomb.
There's a lady.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Yeah. Okay. So what?
You might give it diabetes thanks to the sugar content.
No, listen. Okay, as someone who has had a gallbladder attack before, I know exactly what fucking happened to this basilisk.
Did we just kill it?
I do not, ironically.
You hear, and after about 30 minutes, right? You hear a horrible, like, animal in pain noise, right? And Sokash's face goes from jovial, because remember this is the fat snack man.
Yeah, fat
Like
snack.
the jovial fat snack man. He goes from looking like, he thinks everything is funny to stricken. And he turns around to look at the basilisk and he's like, oh no.
That sounded bad.
And it's still like writhing and moaning in pain, right? Oh god. Okay.
Cube kills a basilisk in mayo.
Took that bitch to the Mayo Clinic.
Oh no! Why?
Oh.
What, the jug
Sokash
challenge doesn't work?
approaches the basilisk. Right, he's on his knees, next to it. You guys can't see what he's doing, but he goes right up to it,
Do they
and
normally puke?
you hear a thud as he kneels on the ground,
Are
and
you kneeling or half snake?
he's not.
Oh.
He's Yuan-Ti pureblood, so he looks
Oh,
like
okay.
a person,
Never mind.
but with
Sorry.
snaky skin.
Continue. My bad.
Okay.
I kind of want to look this up, but I know
most
better.
of the people that you've seen look like people with snaky skin, and some
Okay.
of them with forked tongues and stuff.
So the actual half snakes are not that common.
People with dry
Right.
skin, got it.
The Malisons you've seen have all looked like super beefy, and like, you know, their CR is 1 or 2 higher than these guys. So he's like on his knees next to the basilisk, and he's whispering to him in Draconic, and he's like, "It'll be okay, buddy. It'll be okay." And yeah, like a
Sounds
dog
Jills is
that
making.
hurt itself. Like,
Oh.
just like sort of he's the basilisk makes soft awus.
I'm imagining a dog that got stung by a bee.
Yeah. Except
Making
inside of him,
soft
in the stomach.
awus.
I feel bad for the basilisk.
I feel a little bad now. Yeah.
I've done my job.
Should we help if we can?
Why don't you go over there and give it a look?
I. You know
Yep.
good and well that's not what I meant. I can hear poison, but I don't think this is poison.
I took the knob just to make sure I got the right one. So here's a poison one.
Okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you nearly as
That
much.
doesn't give you
No.
2 gallons of poison.
No.
And
Argue the
this was
mayo
what
something more.
you- Yeah.
Is food poisoning still poison?
I mean, technically.
Does
We've
it take
established
damage?
that it is.
And as he's whispering to the basilisk, and I rolled again for this. By the way, he projectile vomits all like directly onto Sokash and the floor in it, and you hear oh.
You know what? I take it back. This went well.
And it's still like rolling on the ground softly, like making uncomfortable noises, and Sokash is like, "Oh, come get your puke."
I'm just gonna look over at Finkelnom's like, grab that. I'm gonna try something before we leave, and I'm gonna try to make my way over to it without making eye contact with it. This is stupid on multiple levels, but I'm gonna try it.
All those years of being awkward will finally pay off.
No, I just want to try to get over to it
Okay.
if I can, and then I'm gonna give it 5 hit points of lay on hands to cure 1 status condition. That status condition being whatever the heck we did to it.
Nauseated.
You're like a cleric of Pepto-Bismol.
Like, I don't know if this is disease or poison or what. That's all I can do, and if I can do something about this, I feel bad, so I'm
I
gonna
mean, I
try.
guess. Yes. That's what I'm going with.
So,
I take a
Cholecystitis is a disease? Sure.
okay.
I take a
I
ladle
have
and
their
start
digitation.
putting. I take a ladle and I start like trying to scoop the stuff off of him into the iron pot.
But yeah, I'm gonna do that and then just try to not make eye contact.
Oh.
That,
And he's like wiping it
Yeah.
off of him into the pot, right? Because like the parts of his skin that are exposed are like getting lightly burned by this crap.
that should help. Maybe, hopefully.
Okay.
I feel like thank you is not enough, but thank you.
You're thanking the basilisk?
No, I'm thanking the guy.
Oh. He says, as long as grumbly draconic basilisk name
Yeah.
is okay, it'll be fine.
Are they sounding like they're dying still?
No,
Okay.
he went to sleep.
Okay. He's got a pulse still, right?
Okay.
He's not dead, right?
No.
Let's,
Okay. I think he'll be okay.
What?
Go ahead and knock off the 5 lay on hands. I'm
This
assuming
is a
Picodon's
triumph.
gathered up a
Yeah.
fair bit at this point. Maybe?
So there's a couple of cups full for sure
Okay,
in the
I'm
pot.
gonna help him
Mhm.
finish gathering.
Okay.
So, you have it.
Mhm.
Do you know what to do with it?
I assume we just rub it on him.
I mean,
I guess we ask. Do we just like rub it on
I
him?
would let him get cleaned off first at least, but okay.
He says, previously, we made a poultice to spread on the high priestess's form, but in that case, the acid was much more pure. This is not. I do not know. This is somewhat like a poultice. I am unsure whether it will be effective, but it's worth a try.
All right.
So just rub it on him. Got it.
If it's not strong enough, how screwed is he?
How screwed is?
Is the guy who's stoned? Like how
The
screwed
statue?
is? Yes.
Statue's
If
gonna
like
be
this
great.
is
I mean, do you
Mhm.
is he handsome enough for decoration?
Oh.
He'd like to be a statue. Birds would come and like sit on his hand and stuff. He'd like that.
he probably would actually.
Cats.
That if you cannot restore him with the acid, I do not know another way that you can help him. So I would pray to every god you know before you apply it.
Pimsnot wants to be left as a statue so he can make friends with a bird.
We'll leave you as a statue at this temple under one condition: you're surrounded by ferns.
This is my hell!
We thank him one more time and apologize about the mess.
Yeah.
He says, I mean, this is the worst that I have been in this week, but I cannot say the same for the entire month.
Okay.
Awkward glances around.
Yeah.
And then slowly back up.
And then, do we want to cut back to the people in the other room since we've done?
She's a
decent
messy dinosaur, okay? It's not my fault.
Okay, their
Go
Triceratops
on,
has diarrhea.
baseball
Got it.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so
Okay. You know what size regular people are? I've been hit with a carrot in the chest at 5 feet. Imagine what a Triceratops could do. I vomited whole baby carrot from 5 feet away.
Ew.
What?
Yeah.
They have had
Who
a
cooks
baby carrot vommed up from 5 feet away and hit them.
It's too bad the alchemical jug doesn't make carrots.
That is both a yeet and a Kobe. Like if it hits something.
Yeah. I used to work in surgical for about 6 months. Post surgery, lots of people are sick to their stomach, and some of them want to eat a full meal the same day that they just had surgery in the afternoon.
Nope. Light breakfast is all I ever did.
Not before surgery. They want to
Oh,
they
after,
have
yeah.
their surgery in the morning, and they want to eat.
No,
they
I'm
get,
saying,
they get
yeah.
back at like 2, and then they want to eat dinner at 5 o'clock. And
Yeah.
sometimes
I see.
sometimes if the doctor hasn't doctor put in orders that they can eat,
Mhm.
and
Some people
they're
take
like
advantage of that.
belligerent enough, I'm like, you should cool it and probably have a 7-Up or something. And
Mhm.
they don't listen, and
Eat
then
some
I have to
crackers.
pay the price. Anyways,
Gotcha.
I don't work in surgical
Take it
anymore.
easy with the carbs. You should probably put that down. Have something
Oh God.
else. No.
Anyway,
Okay, that's
Um,
fine.
I'm
Well,
just
we're-
whistling with my bucket of basilisk puke.
yeah, well, we're collecting basilisk puke. Is anything going on in the other room or?
Keeper has been praying, kneeling in front of Warden, and now burning incense. And what
Smoking
what
up
else
the
did I
place.
miss? Yeah. Okay, so you start burning this incense in this room with these other people. And let's see. Who notices first? Da, 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 da. Bag of nails. Actually, bag of nails. You notice as this incense is burning that like the air close to like the front of Warden and where Keeper is has like turned hazy and purple. And like
I started smoking the super special incense.
Uh-oh.
maybe a little bit.
Oh fuck.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say a prayer, but I got high.
So, when you notice that like there's a cloud of purple smoke for like a 5-foot radius around Keeper, what do you do?
Going to go in the other section of the cave.
Okay.
Um. And I guess talk to Yordle.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember seeing this before. Does she usually smoke?
And you hear kind of faintly in the background. They
Do they usually smoke?
I have not seen them smoke at all. They did have a pipe, but I've kind of...
Yordle, your mic is muted.
Oh, I don't know. The one pipe she did have, I stole. They stole, whatever. I stole. I don't know. Go ask them.
Yordle is charismatic as ever.
Okay. As
Excuse
you
me.
walk into the cloud, hang on. Keeper, you didn't really notice because of how
Did I notice?
hard you were, how fervently you were praying. But this stuff is trippy. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Goody.
So I
Oh
didn't
no,
use
what did I just give
Got it.
you?
And I blame the cat for not mentioning it.
So, you, as you are praying and inhaling, like you're praying, and it's like a kaleidoscope full of itty bitty Warden statues, right? It's weirdly trippy and disturbing and kind of makes you sad inside, but also maybe hopeful. You're having an emotional moment.
I mean,
An
they were.
emotional moment.
Keep her. Listen, I grew up with one other furbog. I did not know if the rest of them were alive. I didn't know if my family was alive. And I somehow managed to, in this entire world, find one of my own. And he might be gone. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Now's the best time to start putting puke on him.
As you look up at Warden in this purple haze, right? Everything is moving, and you're not 100% sure what's totally real and what's not at this point. But you think maybe Warden's fingers just twitched? I don't know. There's like 6 wardens in front of you, and they're all moving like you're turning a kaleidoscope. But
Could someone get the incense, please? I'm afraid to move right now.
I put it out.
You're on a bad trip.
I am on a very bad trip.
as you walk up to ask if they smoke, Nails, also make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I feel like I take partial blame for everything that's happening, but also this is entertaining. So
Dementia Cat can smell the ganja, but is not having a trip. It's fine.
I will also see if I am tripping balls.
Okay, you're not.
Jesus Christ.
That's a check.
So all these people
Okay.
have gone into it, not once has anyone gone, why is there smoke?
Okay, I'm probably
Nope,
not tripping balls.
you're not tripping balls. Keeper
I
definitely
don't remember
is, though.
much, but I do remember this from my childhood.
Okay.
university.
So you
I'll
press
see myself out.
two effects. I use
Well
one
done.
effect to put out the incense, and the others to blow wind, so it actually gets pushed towards. Well, honestly, the turtle. Away from the statue. I wasn't paying attention, so it goes towards the turtle.
All right. You blow you blow the haze in the turtle's direction.
And then go,
Yordle.
oh shit, the turtle's over there.
Yordle, make a con save.
Yortle.
There it is.
Oof.
Okay. So, the nightmares you have when you use your dragon mark, right? You're having one of those, except purple, and everything is like in these weird colorful shapes, and it moves like, you know, like you're watching your bad dream from inside of like a capsule underwater or something, but it's like nightmarish and strange.
Well,
and,
that went well.
and it's kind of smells amazing. It's very confusing.
Very confusing.
Smell good, visual bad.
Okay, so Yordle and Keeper are tripping balls. Everyone else seems to be fine.
Mhm.
And
You know-
Keeper thinks Warden moved.
For what it's worth, a gold for drugs, that's pretty affordable.
Wow.
Just saying. So
Does this make the big snake our dealer?
That
I
depends.
can't sell you
Do
my
we have-
entire supply.
Do we have to roll for addiction?
Not
Here
yet.
we go.
Okay.
Half haze.
Can I Kids Choice Award the Verbal yet?
oh no.
I do not. I don't know what you're talking about. What happened? What did you find?
A bunch of puke.
That
This is
okay?
even funnier
You
'cause I'm
had.
not-
How long did How long was I praying? I mean, I really do not want to open my eyes right now. You didn't go out on a bender, did you?
Not us.
Also, I'm not next to you. Just saying.
Oh, I thought you were in here already.
No.
Oh, you're talking to Big Snick.
No.
I, I,
You're buying more drugs, aren't you?
Warden's hand moved. I think it moved.
I'm gonna look at his hand. Is it moving?
No?
No. Okay.
Do you relay that to me, or
Yeah, I tell you that it's not moving.
I swear it did.
I use Mage Hand to help smear that shit on there.
What is that sound? What are you?
It's the
What
cure.
So,
I-
question for you,
Yeah.
Jill.
Mhm.
Prestidigitation can be used to clean, right?
Mhm.
And add and remove flavoring. Can I use it to extract the mayo from the compound?
Prestidigitation working as a sieve.
You're a warlock centrifuge.
Ew.
Paladin, Pepto Bismol, and Warlock Central.
You could try. I'm not sure if this is a thing that you've tried before, right? Because it's not normally used to purify, and you're not one for potions that I know of. So
Oh, you know what we
honestly,
should do? We should have done a small test application. Of
It goes, you can chill, warm, or flavor up to a thing. So I figure that means that you make something go wrong, you can pull some out. That's where my theory is coming from.
Also,
yeah, you could try
I'm
it.
just gonna
but
throw
I'm
this
not
out here. We have someone that's really good with making poisons. Just saying. They tried to poison all of us.
Did them talking about puke ring any bells for me about the possible cure for petrification?
Make
Does that
an
give me another attempt, or
yeah. Try again. Make another history or medicine check, your choice. You can have advantage. Nope. So you wanna try and purify this acid with prestidigitation before you smear it on there.
It's a potential. I don't know even how we would make it work beyond that.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. You guys tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what we roll.
Okay. Well, the short version is you can tell that there's at least two different compounds.
Yeah.
One thing is slimier than the other.
Uh-huh.
Your own mind as to which is which. And so the thought is that with prestidigitation, I can basically go,
Okay.
theoretically
Sure.
on the same lines as making the dirt come off the clothing. Or the puke come off the clothing, if as this case would be, I suppose.
I suppose. Ew, cat.
Do you need prestidigitation?
No, I put my plate on the floor and she's licking it, which means I'm not using that plate again until I wash it. You're
I mean,
gross.
that's normally what people do with their plates, though.
It's true.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure whether I wanted another slice of pizza. The answer is now definitely no.
not on
Or-
that plate?
Or just don't use a plate.
I mean, if you wait long enough, you won't need a plate for a slice of pizza.
It's true. Okay. So, to see how well you can how completely or whatever you can separate the acid from the mayonnaise. I guess that's gonna be like I don't know, with prestidigitation. What kind of a roll do you think that ought to be? We'll
Well,
see if
all
it
my
makes
spells
sense.
go off my charisma.
All right. Sure. Just make a charisma check. It's like a spell save thing. Sure.
So a charisma
Of course.
spell save?
Yeah, like as if you were rolling for your your spell save. So yeah, roll a charisma check.
D&D's been happening since the 70s. I am pretty confident in saying that this is probably the first time this has ever happened.
I mean, yes.
In this
And yet
particular
I'm-
combination.
I'm totally fine with this. All right. So in your attempt to separate the substances, you now have acid and oil and like gloopy egg soup.
Hey, that still makes it a stronger mix of acid.
So
That's
it's
still
acid,
winning.
oil, acid, oil, and miscellaneous.
Yeah.
Schmear.
Yeah, like as far as completely separating the acid out, no, but you did remove some of the bulk from the substance.
Take that as a win. It was a long shot anyway.
Also the chunks of dirt and like stone dust and debris, and meat pieces, you've removed those as well.
Hey, that's a positive.
Yeah.
What can you tell about the basilisk's diet from its puke?
That it
It's
ate
made
something.
mostly of rock.
Interesting.
Nope.
I mean,
Can we put the puke on him yet? Just
You can
really
put the puke on
impatient.
Specifically the puke. Like, don't put the acid on him. Put like the oil. The puke.
Hey, we'll do those last.
Wait, what did he? Oh god, I think I'm going to be sick.
I just want the applying of this acid. That it'd be like, I'm like, I just want you to be here. I'm like, ba 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 ba. Hurrying on the towel.
I mean that is essentially what's going on because like every time open eyes like
There.
it's looking slightly like it's looking like you're kind of melting him.
We should try it on a small test patch first. I'm just gonna take one of his pinkies and just completely rub acid on one of his pinkies and just watch it for a little bit.
Can you reach up that high?
oof.
I'll climb.
Please don't break anything off.
Okay, like his little
Okay.
toe then.
Hang on.
If he has to make a save, please let it be with advantage and a modifier. These dice are cursed.
Okay. We are doing a thing.
Doing the thing.
Yeah.
And this is where we meet Pins' backup character.
The
So
stone starts
you
to
apply you apply acid to his pinky, right?
Mhm.
And the gray stone begins to pale, and you hear like a creaking noise after like 5 minutes or so.
Mhm.
And like a little piece of the stone kind of starts to chip away.
Hmm.
That's some seriously dry skin. He needs more lotion. Hurry up.
Okay, so it looks like it's gonna work. So okay, I give the old man a sponge bath. As much as I hate that.
Didn't realize it was that kind of buddy cop movie.
You know,
Wow, steak is on it today.
Instead of
mage hand to do this, but this was way more entertaining to watch him clamber all around the statue. So I'm just gonna sit back and watch.
instead of a sits bath, it's a stands bath.
Please give any saves advantage for that joke.
Can I have
You're
inspiration
not
yet?
a bard.
I just, you know.
Oh damn, that's right. I had inspiration for some of those checks. This was better though.
I had luck this time. I just didn't need any of them.
Hey.
I refuse to do the underbits. Those are gonna stay stone. Sorry, Pims.
Wait, we can't let that last more than 4 hours.
It's already lasted longer than 4 hours, I think.
He's wearing pants.
Mage hand, slap.
Oh, I don't even have those bits, and I cringed.
Okay.
He's made of stone.
So we've killed Jules tonight at least 4 times, is what I'm noticing.
All right. So you give the old man a sponge bath in basilisk vomit, I guess.
Eggy, oily,
Eggy, oily,
basilisk vomit.
basilisk puke. It. You know when you make an egg wash for something, and sometimes it just it gloops.
Yeah.
You want for it to spread nicely, but instead it gloops. That's what this does. You end up with like glooping, and like a stringy covering, and some time goes by, and y'all are waiting, right?
Have I come down yet?
This is just, you
You're
just think this is.
you're high for an hour.
Okay.
Oh, so you just think this is part of the trip?
To be perfectly honest, every time I open my eyes, it's yeah. You get eyes open and then another kind of choked little.
I'm messaging Pims. Hang on.
I figured.
Hey, we know you said you wanted the night off, but we
Everyone,
figured
get
this out a lot
in
quicker
here.
than we expected. Help.
I got tasked with problem solving.
I mean, I did not know that I was going to be sending the problem solver with Raj.
Yeah. I was sent for brownie points. And
You were sent because otherwise you'd be making the same anxious noises and pacing around like Keeper is. Am I wrong?
yes, but not for why you think.
This is just like what I saw in my visions. Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Actually, no. It's backstory related.
No.
Because I actually have a halfway decent one for this character.
No! Really?
Yeah,
I've yet to hear it.
I am well aware of that. It's gonna start coming out here real soon, though, I can tell.
It's not really in game. You have to get the Grimoire cards and look them up on the website to.
DLC. Edgy backstory.
gonna say it's
Subscribe
not
to
that
my
edgy.
Patreon.
For the rest of this content, head on over to my Patreon, where you can get this and more exclusive content.
Check out my OnlyFans. Fuck.
Oh no, don't do that after.
Okay.
Bash
Okay.
that like, subscribe button.
Okay.
Twitch.tv/pims.
I think it's canon that Finkelnab has an OnlyFans page. If only because of that fucking Danny DeVito Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode
No, dude,
with
he's
him
freaking,
and the
he's
Purell.
freaking legendary in Nianzaru. He's like the fastest freaking little dinosaur riding man ever.
Yeah.
And you lost the only dinosaur you've managed to ride.
Oh,
Righty?
I don't understand what you're talking about.
I think of it. OnlyJockeys.com.
Only jockey?
Yeah,
Let's take a 5-minute break, you
onlyjockeys.com.
guys.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
So this did not go the way I'm sure anyone was expecting.
Hey,
Yeah.
but it gets the full party quickly.
Jill's
Yes.
quest line just.
No. Notes jokingly.
You mean,
notes
like,
Pretty much.
Oh, give them a moral dilemma of they have to kill this
Yeah.
and anger the people, or
They
they have
just
to lose their friends. We make
I-
They
it
just
vomit.
barraged their notes over their shoulder.
I mean, to be 100% honest, like, I'm happy it went this way because you two got a chance to be more directly involved with shit.
Also, we're still assuming this worked.
Well-
so
If it doesn't, I don't know. Maybe it's a permanently stone-skinned warden.
yeah. I'm gonna
Or
go refill my water while we're on break.
re-roll character number 77.
I hope not.
You have shades down? No, Mel.
interesting then.
Oh, that's funny. Face Rig picks up the reflection of my thermos, so even though I'm looking at the camera, whenever I take a drink, it puts the head way to the side.
I am looking forward to the opportunity to play at an actual table with most people.
Yeah. Assuming that have it.
I mean, if not, we'll wait a little longer, make something else happen. If not, like we're not gonna follow the guidelines or whatever. But heads up.
I mean, we could still go there, not do Gen Con.
Unless the place that we, booked shuts down because the thing says so. Yeah. There are some things that would be out of our control no matter how we do it.
Yeah. We'll cross that point when we get to it.
We got a couple months still.
I have had enough of discussions of cancellations and movements and other unhappy shit this week.
Let's talk about rubbing more bacillus vomit on board.
Yes.
That's gonna be a fun story to tell my coworker.
I mean, my friend Rick has one of her friends did this whole adventure module from start to finish. Occasionally, I tell her some of the stuff we've done, and she's like, "Oh, you got to that part." And I'm like, "Yeah, and we fucked up doing this."
Oh yeah, I've completely changed separate things as written. So, because I've read through this enough times that I've gone, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yoink.
Changed things. Also, you all have not done. Things have not always gone to plan just because the volume of you has made things unbalanced at times. So things have changed that way too.
I blame the cat person again.
No, it was. There were too many of you to start with. Not that that's bad. I enjoy having
This
all
module was written from what, 4, you said?
3 or 4. Yep.
We came in with 6.
Yep. Actually, we came in with 7 to start. Or no, we came in with 6 to start because Mortal was when Blue left. And now we have 7. It's good though. I like it.
What are they doing?
Panther? I'm not sure. I hope they're doing well.
Yeah. They haven't really exactly returned any messages.
Yeah.
Not much you can do, man.
Life happens.
Tight. So I only had like a mold and a half actually go from the most recent silicon test, and this was the D4 attempt. Because it only got up to about partway through the day. But like I said, it only got up so far. Yeah, that was. Then there's this one with the D6 still in it. Much
Right.
more clear than the previous one. Then we cast the top, pop it out, and then you have squish molds. And so for the fact that you've
manage from what you all have collected onto the various parts of Warden. Apparently, the underbits are required to remain stone.
He can deal with that, is what I'm understanding.
No, Shaggy's apparently giving him a taint massage. Mage hand.
It's a mage hand job.
We haven't even been back a minute.
You have to admit, Mage Hand would give you the ultimate stranger.
Fucking heck. Okay.
I just feel bad that
Who
Cube
ordered the creepy ending?
Can you hear Cube laughing? Because he's
Yeah.
on the other side of the house.
I mean, it's fine. It's not like I'm saying anything anymore.
Oh. Mage hand job, Jesus.
The creepy ending.
The creepy ending is really good, yeah.
Okay. So the same thing that happened where like the stone went from dark gray to pale, and parts of it flaked off like one of those have you ever done one of those, like you put your foot in a bag of stuff and like it peels off kind of a thing? Like that, but stone, right? So like stone flakes from everywhere on him and falls to the ground, creating like a pile of sandy colored stone. And he had been like this, right? And slowly over time, his position, it looks like slightly more relaxed, but he's still made of stone.
Oh no.
You've waited like an hour at this point. Keeper and Yordle, you're no longer tripping balls. What do you want to
So
do?
obviously you need to go make that thing vomit again. Get to it, lads.
What the fucking hell did you rub all over him?
Puke.
The cure.
As
What?
Keeper, you're staring at him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check.
Mm-hmm. Thank God.
He blinks.
You do get a. They do, like. And then kinda gets up slowly, because I'm sure with the bad trip they were doing the whole rocking in the hands and the knees and everything. And goes up and touches his shoulder. Is it stone? Is it any kind of give, or?
You had carried him previously, right?
Yes.
The stone felt like granite before. Now it feels like sandstone.
Be very careful. You don't want to snap him off now.
If we get him to just the right spot, he'll have a permanent AC bonus.
Warden? I am looking to him tentatively in hopes that I'm getting a reaction of some kind.
The shoulder under your hand moves very slightly.
The eyes are incredibly wide, kind of misty, and they're trying so hard not to, like, just, like, give in and hug him. Okay. Wow. Okay. It's not completely fixed. He's alive. It worked. Partially.
Okay. So, at this point, you remember that it's only about an hour until you have an appointment with one creepy snecromancer.
Fuck.
You as in the collective view, or which one of us are going?
I mean, I
Keeper.
kind of have to.
Keeper is the one who had the appointment.
I'd like to get in if it's possible. But, you know.
I can work on making the other one puke.
Oh. Do you really think that guy's gonna let you do that a second time?
Just a shrug.
I mean, I'm not there. I'm genuinely asking you as a player.
Oh,
Oh yeah, sorry, Steak. What's
Mhm.
going on with you this whole time?
Yeah. What? Right.
Nightstick Dad.
You know, chilling, trying to
Uh-huh.
not freak out.
Are you
Where?
conversing with Ozzy Moss?
Not super often. You know, maybe the occasional pointless question comes up.
You're
Right.
chilling in Ozzy Moss's storeroom, though.
I mean, if he doesn't have a problem with it,
Okay. I mean,
you know, the only question that would really come up that I can think would be of importance is what are the people in there for? That's about the only thing that's actually important that what I think would come up.
I mean, he's very talkative. He
mean,
wants to know your stories, where you came from, how you came to be here. He wants to know about your hopes, dreams, and aspirations.
Oh God, he's one of those.
He
Okay.
is a chatty snake. A bored, lonely, chatty snack quartermaster.
Maybe he just thinks you're
Fuzzy
cute.
Moss.
Maybe he just thinks you're cute.
All right. Well, I mean, you know, I'll be polite and respond.
No.
I'm gonna leave out a couple of details of history that I'm sure you can assume which ones, given the current situation.
Warden says no more vomit, please.
But you know, I'll respond politely and
Okay.
all that jazz. And
Gordon doesn't say that.
Warden can't do anything.
you know,
Hey,
I would
Warden, blink once if you want me to put vomit on you. Blink twice if you want me to stop.
He starts blinking in Morse code.
He's saying yes and no. Does that mean do it anyway?
contradiction is asker's choice, I believe. Yeah, no, but you know, I'll be polite.
As you're staring at Warden, he blinks.
He just blinks once.
That's what I heard. Just one blink.
Yep.
And then he blinks.
So yes, got it. All right.
No.
So, anyways, in between all of the random, pointless conversation that Ozzy Moss is subjecting you to because he's bored as frick,
I can understand.
what are you trying to do?
I want to ask what the people are for and why the change. Why you have slaves without actually asking why you have slaves?
Oh,
You know.
sure. He says the slaves work here. They clean things and take care of the grounds. Sometimes they have the opportunity to become purebloods during the rituals.
Why do that? Why not let them have a choice in that, though? I mean, like, if I'm sure there are people out there that would want to become part of this. Why force people that don't?
They are not forced to partake in the rituals.
But no, not the rituals, but the working here part.
They are smooth skins. They do not have the same I do not know what the druid who made me able to speak taught me things that are different from what the Yuan-Ti here believe. And I do not think that that some of their choices are kind. But I count the supplies. It is not my place to question the order.
Kind of let that be the end of that topic. You know, not really a response from that one. All right. Anyway, Warden puke or something?
Mhm.
Okay.
So you return to the room that they're all in, with everyone standing around staring at Warden, and he's.
Oh, I'm not going in.
Oh, you're not.
I was just
Okay.
motioning back for everyone else to go back to what they were doing.
Okay. So now what?
I don't know. The Rasisni will want to talk to me. I was hoping he'd be. It's an improvement, but he can't talk. He knows we're here, but he can't talk. And he's not exactly walking on his own.
Maybe we need to moisturize him
I tried.
with not vomit. I'll try pouring some of my water skin onto his foot.
He wasn't going to start licking you. Jesus Christ, Vince.
I just the fact that
He must be
Warden-
cleaned.
Warden's middle name is now Cassandra. Confirmed.
Wait, what's Warden's last name?
Warden.
No, it should be
McManus.
Jackson. Jackson.
Smith.
You know, he's actually been telling you his full name every time that he introduces himself. It's War Den. So it's actually War Cassandra Den.
Moisturize me. Hi, sorry, I
You know
tickled
what's even
myself.
funnier? Considering there's one point where they turn around with the sprayers and they say that it contains a powerful acid.
I don't understand what's happening.
Doctor Who. It's okay.
It's fine. This episode of B&B Does TOA brought to you by Doctor Who. Okay. So, he can't talk. You pour your water skin, some of your water from your water skin onto his foot.
Do the toes wriggle anymore? Do I see any change after some observation?
You watch, and like the sandy color that they were looks different. Like some of the water soaked in, but it's not like he's not moving the foot anymore than anything else.
So it's just it turned a muddy color, and that's it.
Yes.
Okay, seriously, what is that?
That's Lady Cassandra.
That's
It needs
Cassandra.
to
She's the
die.
last human alive.
It needs to die.
No, it's the last human.
No, it needs to
moisturized.
die.
Technically does. Twice.
Moist.
It needs to stay dead.
Moisturize me. Okay.
So we need more vomit, right?
I don't.
Hmm.
If
Seems
you
like-
want to.
Is this considered a disease yet? Because if it is, I can take care of it.
You cannot take care of it. I cannot take care of it. Not on my own, and I'm not trying that incense again. I thank you for finding it, but that was not a good time in such a small area. And I only burned a little of it. Holy shit.
While Keeper's distracted talking to the lizard, I'm gonna lick his foot.
Okay.
Fucking
Squirt,
bad
please.
nails, I
Squirt.
swear to God.
Any
It's like
change?
vomit.
Well, you can't tell whether it's magical. Oh wait, no, wrong old man.
Does it taste human or does it taste stone?
Yes.
Oh, a little bit of both.
Yeah, it tastes Furbolg. And
it's an earthy
stone.
furbolg.
Yes.
Okay.
So for Moog.
Pims, if he stops doing this, his next step is to put his asshole in your face. So
You're gonna have to hike it up real far.
He's a cat. He can make
I've got the acrobatics for it. Don't
He's
test
got
me.
hops.
This is what you get for taking a night off.
Jeff, no.
Chocolate rain.
I assume. I mean,
accurate.
yeah. I.
Give me
If
the toes.
if you want to,
a burly half snack a burly man with snacky eyes comes into the area and says, you there, Keeper, and the others of you who are coming for your audience, it is time.
fuck.
Well, the good news is we rested.
I mean, yes. Bad news is he's still stoned.
Well, and it always
Mhm.
takes time for people to come back from being stoned. I'm sure he'll be fine.
We
I
could
find it
lure
Little
funny
him
protein
with
in
us.
him. I'm sure it'll be golden.
I think it's ironic that Keeper was getting stoned while we were trying to unstone Warden.
To be fair, I did not know what was in that incense.
I still don't
Don't
know.
you know better than to burn mystery incense in a dungeon?
I mean,
Honestly,
the snake did go.
With this intelligence,
It's right up there with don't pick up a duck.
Why don't you pick
Once
up a duck?
again, with this
You should know better than to
intelligence,
pick up a duck in a dungeon. I'm just saying.
Where's this duck?
I would like to speak to this duck.
I will
Yes, speak
get up,
to the duck.
wipe my face off.
Did this guy come through the storeroom to get people, or
Yes,
okay? So I'm hearing this even though I'm in the storeroom.
you are hearing this. Also, you notice that when the guy comes in, Azimas like hides behind stuff.
Aww.
Not the most it's when you're a freaking huge constrictor snake, it's not easy to hide, but he slithers behind things and his entire body is in the shadows.
Oh.
We're getting Snake Friend out of here. Who's gonna play the big snake?
Dibs.
You cannot play both lizard folk.
They basically are the same thought process. It's fine. Only that one I should probably have
Pimp
to go
as I
behind
am.
The volunteers.
Yeah, because having a PC as a giant green tree python or green tree boa is a great idea.
I mean,
I push
He's
over the
awakened.
furball.
His
I push-
intelligence is 10.
That's an improvement.
yeah.
Thank
But yeah.
you for rescuing me, Smooth Skins.
God damn it.
Gob, is that you?
All right.
Anyway, this is the part where we all walk into one die.
Let's load him up. And when I say let's, I mean people who aren't me.
It might be best to not move him, honestly.
I hate to ask some to stay behind, but
If Stoner Beauty is to wake, he should probably wake with friends.
don't try to mark him this time.
Yes.
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Bag of Nails.
Oh. I wiped the dick I drew off his back.
The what off his back?
Oh. I said earlier that I drew a dick on him.
Oh.
I realize it's not that kind of mark now. I'm slow.
You're the
Fucked it up
smart
now.
one of the group.
Need one of those gamer chairs so I could just like lay back all the way.
Anyway,
Let's do this instead.
How can you do that? There's not that much room there.
I know.
Okay.
so Bag of Nails is staying behind. Does anyone else?
Coming now, he is not a patient man.
All right. Hold your bits.
I'll stay with.
Hold your bits.
I will also stay with.
I do
Alright,
not
thanks
know
for
about Smooth Skin Society, but that is not a polite thing to do in the company of others.
I am terribly sorry. The others must be, unfortunately, rubbing off on me. I will go.
Okay.
Obviously.
I will pick up with the group once they come through the storeroom.
Okay.
I guess I'm going with.
Are you going with?
Do you want me to stay with or do you want me to stay with
I
Porty?
mean, we've got Yordle and Bag of Nails staying behind, so.
Okay. Then go on.
I'll say something inappropriate and dim us all. It's fine.
Oh, good.
I mean,
No,
it's
that's
So
my
is
job.
it
Time around.
the three of you?
Yep.
Okay. Oops, I don't need to add Sneck to the draw pile. Listen, I'm sorry, Sneck man.
No, bring the snack.
I will not bring the snack.
But bring the snack.
Ozzy,
No.
you're a friend now. Come on.
He deserves the snoot boops.
I thought Shaggy was going with.
I am.
Okay,
Oh.
hang on.
Still, bring the snack. Snack
Neck
bring him.
friend is good.
You've been dragged into an awkward place. It's fine. Dragging people across maps is hard. It's fine.
Like the back of a Volkswagen?
No, this is the blood room, apparently.
Oh, we somehow managed to find a creepier room than the previous room full of blood we found. Great.
Today's getting
Well-
better and better.
I mean, it looks like the back channel blood room. Ha,
The longer
Huh.
we're here,
ha.
I'm not going to finish that statement, actually. Never mind.
Bitch, you better.
I don't think you want me finishing that statement right now, though.
Oh dear.
As long as it's out of character, I don't care.
No, it's... I don't want to jinx it.
Okay.
I
Listen.
keep forgetting that we're prone to being a superstitious lot. No, these are my dice.
These taste like pennies.
I smell pennies.
Why does it look like we're suddenly on the moon?
Because we're on the moon.
We're outside the bounds.
We're moon people now.
It's just
We're
on the
whalers on
moon.
the moon.
those are either
Oh.
curtains or giant bananas. I think you know which one I think they are.
I mean, they are giant bananas. You can tell just looking at them. They're the scale.
You know?
Moon's haunted.
This is the least intimidating room we've been in so far.
You know, except for the
On the moon.
glitch like snake person.
Okay. When it's
And
been...
the-
Every other room has been him plus a bunch of other people.
Okay,
No.
who's the dude in the corner that it is too poor to get a actual artist drawing?
He is a tall, muscular Yuan-Ti pureblood. He wears no armor, but his skin looks like hardened scales.
Got it.
I see.
Please tell me he is at least wearing loincloth.
Yeah, he's wearing, like, he's wearing, think Aladdin pants.
MC Hammer pants. Got it.
Ding, 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 ding.
And like a gold cuff necklace kind of thing, and weapons. He's the one who has escorted you into the room.
Ah,
When you walked in the door was through the throne room that you had come in previously, but it was a hidden door that the Malisons who were standing outside of it, on seeing Sekaloth, Sekalok turned around, whispered something into the keyhole, and the door appeared and opened.
Did any of us actually catch what he said, just in case we need to make a quick getaway?
Make a perception check.
Probably going to be a no then.
Sorry, Steak can make a perception check. The rest of you is in a language you don't know.
Nine.
Comprehend.
No.
Yeah.
Comprehend languages. Last an hour.
When did you cast that?
It was ritual. Everyone was doing all this stuff, and I couldn't do anything. I told you I was doing the ritual. They
Oh,
were going to get
okay.
weird as I was doing my weird drawing shit.
Okay. They whispered in draconic, hang on, black mask.
Great.
Mhm.
Oh god, we're dead.
He sounds very positive.
Hey,
I'm either right
Hey.
or wrong.
hey, little girl. You might want to, let us know what you're talking about.
I didn't hear what he said. Oh.
Yeah,
So-
it'd be fun to go on this weird anxiety trip with you, though.
God.
I'm sure
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Shadows dance over this opulent bedchamber. Cushions lie in one corner, and decorative shields line the walls. Treasures are heaped around the room: gold and silver coins, a gilded harp, a jeweled wine flask, pillows of silk, and fine clothes draped over wooden mannequins.
I mean, it
To the
sounds
east, an engraved stone disc is set into the floor of an alcove. To the west, a rectangular steel plate mounted on the wall is polished to a mirror-like sheen. Uh,
mirror-like sheen.
Mhm.
I mean, that sounds lovely.
and
Charlie Sheen?
I mean, one can hope, I suppose.
The lights, are those torches, orbs?
Mounted on the pillars, like high up on the pillars, it's like a lamp, like a an orb, a globe of light
Okay,
mounted on the
so
wall.
like drift globe type shit.
Yeah, something like that. They're all over the place. Like the whole
Ah.
thing is lit by these round light like things giving off light all the time. Like it's like a bluish white light in every room you've been in so far, except the prisoner pit area, which is dark mostly and stinky. As you come in, he says he's sitting on pillows and kind of looking like tired, and is sort of propped on, like, leaning sideways onto some of the pillows. He says, "Hello, welcome.
I'm sorry, did
Come
you
in."
just say that we're theoretically inside in his lair with him,
Mhm.
one other individual, and he's curled up and looking beat?
He looks
I
tired and like,
remember what I said before, right?
but they didn't let you in with weapons. Sorry, I forgot to specify.
I
You mean they
figured they
took
took
my
him.
sword?
Yeah.
Those
Oh
fuckers.
no, not your sword. Whatever will you do without your sword?
For the record, I've generally been like, when we haven't been working on divine shit, I've been tucking that holy symbol the fuck away.
Mhm.
So yeah, like, oh no, you took my scythe. I am so fucked.
I'm like that guy at the TSA line that didn't take out anything that he was supposed to take out.
Okay.
So it comes time to come in, it's like sword, axe.
I mean, I
Javelin,
javelin,
javelin.
I literally do
Oh,
the same
sword.
thing with like a war hammer and a yikwa and a hand crossbow. So I mean,
Anyway, I will kind of touch hand to heart and bow a little bit.
He straightens himself up, right, and he says, "Thank you for meeting me, but you earlier today, you had questions that I wasn't able to answer, and I had questions that you weren't able to answer. Perhaps we could share information."
Perhaps, if that is what the rest of my friends wish. You, this is where I brain fart because I've been hyper focused on the previous bit.
Mhm.
Yes. So, were you, telling the truth, dear sir, when you said that, You do not know how one of your old pets got their hands on a stone of your new friend's abilities.
He whistles and says, you cannot expect someone as old as me to sever all ties with all old friends. N- It it is unfortunate that uh, I assume you had an unpleasant interaction with uh, the White. He
Oh,
uh,
we
he
had
was once a friend of mine.
we had more than one.
Not anymore.
We found quite a few, and I am almost certain the more rotted heads that our turtle friend has is one of them is your old friend. Most
He
likely.
he looks a little stricken for a moment and shakes his head and says, "No matter. Uh, you said that you came to Omu to end the death curse. Is that true?"
I don't remember actually saying that, did we?
"You said you came here because of it. I assumed, you see."
See, we came because we wanted to know uh whose stone that belonged to, but now that you mentioned it, well, the death curse was mentioned, but it was I who said to you that you look like you have been suffering greatly from it.
He opens his arms, and he's not as heavily bandaged as he was earlier, and he says, "You can see for yourself that I am. There have been other groups who have come here as well to find what they could, and perhaps to bring an end to this curse. None of them so uh what is the word that I'm looking for, as uh none of them looked as capable as your group, let's say."
Oh, my dear friend, flattery will get you almost everywhere. However, I seek to, and I'm sure at least one of my friends here, and plops kind of the hand down on Geed's head. I may have to lean a little bit.
You have to lean a lot. I'm 2'9".
Fuck.
It might be better to just stand on her shoulder.
I like that in real life, this would be pretty much reversed.
I mean, yeah, that's. I don't have a height problem. I'm 5'3.5". Anyway,
I was once 5'6", and then I had 3 spinal fusions.
anyway, I seek to keep the how would you say, balance fixed. Surely you understand why I have my doubts with your old friends.
He tips his head and says, "I have met many who feel the same as you do about the kind of creatures that I once created. I do not create the undead or animate the undead any longer. I have come to Omu for a different calling.
So when's the first insight check? There it is.
And what's that?
What calling is that?
His statement, I don't animate the undead anymore, rings true to you?
Okay. He just still uses what he's got. I mean, wouldn't anyone?
I don't bring him back anymore. I'm not a bad guy. You still have an army. That's not the point. I don't do it. I don't make new ones.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah. I haven't made a new one in 70 years. What's your point?
Like every celebrity with a drug addiction.
Oof. And what is, like my comrades just said, what is that calling?
You may not like this one much more. As you can see, you are within the fane of the Night Serpent. I seek to bring Dendar to bear on the world as he once did. This ballad, I fucked up. As she once did. It is, it has been a long time since the god was free, and we pray that she will return to us.
Yes, that.
Now, I'm not making any check or anything here, but that doesn't sound very positive.
Everything has a beginning and everything has an end. I do not believe we are at an end just yet.
Neither do I, but at this rate, I will not live to see it. And it is my calling, you see.
Yes, so therein lies the, how you say, rub. Unless one of my comrades has something to bring up.
I feel like I'm getting looked at.
Yeah, you're getting looked at. You who have the visions and the nightmares and the Asarak and the
Oh, this is the part where I talk.
I just have no idea what's going on.
Like switching in character. Oh, this is. Oh, okay. I'm talking now. Apparently.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Sorry.
Yes, little one. You have had much
Yeah.
more.
Hi. Since I got here, I've had a nightmare pretty much every night. Giant, I guess, lack of a better term, lich. Like skeletal face, dark black robes, giant staff with a skull. Recently got the name Azarak.
Sararak.
Sararak, yeah. Sorry, heard it once. And yeah, apparently he's connected to all of this somehow. And also, there's this giant tar baby thing. I don't want to go into this again because it didn't go well last time I tried to explain it.
He
So-
was human at one point, though.
I have no godly idea.
So when you say lich and he says Sararak, he has
Yeah, that
he
guy.
knows exactly what you're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
that
Then
guy.
you say tar baby thing and he goes like
Yeah, no. Nope, that tracks.
I'm sorry, I do not know what you are speaking of. I
Yeah.
do know of a Sararak. Uh, before my people and I came here to Omu, there were uh trickster gods that the people here worshipped, and um they were killed by a Sararak. They
Makes sense with the visions and dreams I've been having.
a
The city on fire and all that jazz.
Sararak uh ended what there once was of Omu, and created uh a tomb for the gods, where he forced the priests and priestesses of the god to the of their gods to attempt to return their artifacts and their uh, various things of religious import. I don't
What
know.
are the odds of that tomb being named the Tomb of Revelation?
The tomb of
You cut out there.
Yes,
It's
that's
so
the point.
did you.
Cut out.
No.
it's called aptly the Tomb of the Nine
An-
Gods.
Okay.
Uh,
And
it was here before I came here.
Well,
But there were some decades, I'm told, where a Sararak forced the people of Omu who worshipped those gods to uh, run a gamut of traps and horrors in a tomb to attempt to retrieve their sacred items. They had
Yeah,
all died before
that
my
sounds
people
about
and
right,
I
honestly.
came here.
Um,
So I do not know of what
Well,
import that is.
I
Tar baby?
yeah, that I'm honestly not sure either. I'm fairly positive that the tar baby is connected to the magic item made by three hags that's causing the death plague. I think.
3 hugs.
Oh, have I not mentioned this yet?
No,
Oh.
you've been very skittish.
Sorry, been in a weird headspace since I got here.
I couldn't tell.
But yeah, in okay. I think you might have one of the keys to stopping this, though. Like both literal and metaphorical key. There's in one of the temples that okay, apparently, from what we understand, and correct me if I'm wrong here, someone, or just correct me in general, there are the 9 different temples for the 9 gods. Each temple has a small cube thingy that is like a key that's used to open a door in the Tomb of the 9 gods. And we think one of your scouting parties beat us to one of those temples and got said cube.
Certainly. I know of the puzzle cubes. How, as far as exactly how they function, I do not know.
Yeah, we don't either. I just think we
They
need all of them.
they have minor enchantment on them, but they are not inherently magical themselves.
Also,
Oh?
yeah, this is the part you're probably not gonna like, and I'm talking to Ross.
Mm-hmm.
In all of these visions, the death curse ends in tens of thousands of ways from what I saw. All of them ended with a sword that was glowing, may have been on fire, and I think like a black hilt, very magic. That's apparently a really big part of making sure whatever team gets there win.
He looks to his hip where there is a black hilted sword. He says, "Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Suddenly a lot. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink now.
that
It's a lot of
is
talking for me.
yes, and a lot of
Yeah, we can have a
exposition.
talk later, by the way.
Yeah, no shit. We need to have a talk. We need to have several talks. I need to have talks with Warden if we ever get them to move his mouth more than
Apply the vomit directly to the lips.
Oh God.
no. I'm not. He has already suffered enough.
But yeah, so
I
I
am.
might be able to clarify some stuff more. I don't know. My it's not the greatest, and a lot of info coming in at once. It's yeah.
She is a follower of Severus.
His eyes open wider for a moment, and then he nods in recognition, and inclines his head in Araj's direction.
Jesus fucking Christ, Pims.
Wait, acknowledges. What do you mean by acknowledge? Like nods? Like in
He
a
he nods in
Okay.
like in your like in perhaps in respect to Severus.
As
expecting us to go a lot of ways. That wasn't one of them.
as
When the
far-
bad guy shows more respect to your god than you do.
Exactly.
as far as the sickness goes, I know not of any cure other than perhaps destroying whatever is making this. I have heard several different names of items, but the only one that comes back is Soulmonger.
He furrows his brow and says, "I know much of many magical artifacts of import and not, and I have never heard of such an artifact."
Is it the thing that is it the thing that the three crones made?
I think there's a lot of speculation in that. I'll be honest,
We were
but I do
Before-
know there is a magic item. No, I'll
go
be
on.
quick.
Finish.
There's a
finish,
magic
finish.
item connected to this tar baby, and the tar baby is the end of this. And the tar baby, the fight with the tar baby involves previously mentioned magic sword.
He
I have a 13
scrubs
charisma, guys.
He scrubs his forehead and says,
You're doing great.
"I am. You understand. I was once, much like your young paladin. Uh, my course has changed many times in the centuries since then. But even though I do not walk the straight and narrow path of a paladin any longer, I cannot imagine using the flame tongue on a baby."
No, it's not an actual baby. It's like a 30-foot tall giant tar baby. I think.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
you
Hold
have
on.
not described this creature to any of us.
I saw it for like a half a second in a vision. I'm going in kind of half instinct here.
Well, the flame tongue. That would be the blade, the
Yeah.
the
Can
flame tongue.
Can
It's the fact
small
that this is
lizard
the magic
pull out a-
sword. but that it's named the Flame Tongue.
Can Small Lizard pull out a piece of paper and attempt to draw a thing that I'm very bad at describing?
You could try.
Sure, give me a roll for this, please.
Can you
Sure.
draw?
I don't
Performance.
know.
That's yeah. Performance is definitely the thing.
Charisma, dude.
I rolled a 1.
You drew a stick.
It's a stick figure.
It's a stick, baby.
It's not. No, it's not even a stick, baby.
Just a line.
It's a line. And you are very excitedly pointing to it, like, see this thing?
That's what it looks like from the side.
Ah! Ah!
Ah!
I'm not even using luck on that. That's just too good.
It's
Out of my own curiosity, I'm gonna roll just to see what I would get with luck. That's only a 5, so it's not worth it. Keep the.
I
I'm.
would.
I should not start an art career.
Is that your headache or Ross's headache?
Yes.
Ross's
Yes.
headache.
Okay, just checking.
Present hands, receive bacon. Yes.
I'll take bacon. Bacon?
I do not understand.
My
Is your companion all right mentally?
Sometimes he's as sharp as a ball, but he's really. Sometimes she's as sharp as a ball, but she's really good people,
she
especially for liches.
Oh, come on.
Hush.
Now is not the time to bring up that.
We may. She may have somehow managed to earn Savras's complete and undivided attention for a little while. You understand that the effects of being that close to something so divine can be lasting and sometimes confusing, but I have no doubt that
No doubt.
whatever she thinks she may have seen, it was not what we would consider a child, a human humanoid. Did they use humanoid?
No, it's
People use no. This is shower brain here. Do
Oh.
do people in
Food skin.
Faerun actually use humanoid to describe children, or is it just baby?
Babu.
Baby.
I am
Baby.
not the baby.
The baby. The tar baby.
I'm
Yeah,
putting that.
that's
I'm
bad,
putting
that's
that closer to the
bad, that's
bottom
bad.
just so I have
Backing
it.
that up. Backing that up.
Yeah.
I
So, for context, I moved the picture of what I saw in a vision to the most recent thing in chat. I have no idea how to describe this thing.
That is a
An abomination.
malformed
It's a-
abomination.
Yeah, it's like a baby that's also a stomach, but also a kidney.
I don't know if I'd agree with you on that.
This is why I'm the one that Jules is giving the visions, because have a very unique style of translating them to the rest of the people here.
That is true.
I mean, I can believe it 100%. Knowing Jills, that would be their sole reason for giving you the visions, as opposed to any one of us.
Hi. Hello. I might be
Hello.
a little bit evil. You like it? It's
This is
fine.
entertaining for everyone. Don't lie.
Jills,
Uh,
we share a brain, remember?
tentacles
do
on
the
your
same-
side.
I do the same thing. But
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's reassuring for Strahd.
anyway,
It explains why I'm right-handed and Calf is left. It's fine.
Anywho, snake person that I'm giving a migraine.
Yeah, snake person, you're
that
having a
is-
migraine.
and the one that I've essentially said, yeah, they have come within close
Yeah,
enough
right.
close contact to the god that the brain may be a little,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I believe them when they say things.
I'm
So
tinfoil
they're
short of making a tinfoil hat.
scrambled. I understand that close contact with divinity changes you. Close contact with divinity has changed me. He looks down. You understand. I was once a Cormiran man, and I am now a Malison.
I
What?
Malison.
The half snake people we've been meeting throughout this entire place.
I understand the concept that you're speaking of.
So,
So I only sound half crazy.
3/4 shy of a full deck.
It's understand. There's that you must be careful in speaking of things like this to others here, because many of them are many of the others who live here are waiting only for the emergence of Dendar, and will not even consider other possibilities of the way that the world must change. They consider anything beyond thinking of the emergence of the night serpent to be beneath them, to be human concerns. Say, should Fenthaza rule here at some time in the future. He's speaking more quietly now. This would become a very dangerous place indeed for you to be.
Kind of why I was so hesitant to talk initially.
I would
I can't help but notice that there's some tension between the two of them.
posit that it has already been a very excitingly dangerous. I don't know. I've lost track of how many times I've patched you all up. That's right. I've really not
Never been turned to stone. Just saying.
I know.
Right, were we gonna ask about... No? Okay. Or were we getting to that?
I was
Okay.
getting
Okay.
to that.
Wanted to make sure. We have a lot on our list of things, and I think most of it's gone through at this point. I think.
Well, with the exception of where do we go from here, and whether or not we can turn Warden the rest of the way. Our we managed to well, two of us here managed to seemingly partway concoct a remedy to petrification.
It was Basilisk puke.
Suddenly, I'm not the crazy one.
He wrinkles his nose and says,
Wait, he has a nose?
Yeah, he has a
It's-
nose. It
it's-
hasn't fallen off yet.
Okay.
"It's under the bandages."
Okay.
So you see the bandages kind of shift.
Mhm.
Says, I see. That sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, wasn't
Um,
great.
Fortunately, like I said, it only partially worked. He is now less granite, more porous, and moving at about the speed as I'm assuming how you feel right now.
I can commiserate. I. I am uncertain how exactly I may be of assistance in that regard. Perhaps time will assist him in completing his transformation.
I'm just seeing, still partially stoned Warden going, come on, come on. Out in the garden. And gets a pterodactyl.
That's not the part that gets me.
Time?
Curious.
Come on. Come on. Splat. Ugh. Why is it always poop?
Again, surrounded by ferns.
Surrounded by fern.
But there is I do not know why your people had gone to look for the puzzle cubes. That is God damn it, Pims. God damn it, Jeff.
My people went in search of the cubes to ensure that we would meet and speak together before you proceeded.
Really now? Why us? Why this time?
One other group was here and spoke with us. They did not make it far, unfortunately. I had high hopes for them, but after seeing the way that you handled the gargoyles not far from here on your entrance to the city, I knew that if you began to collect the puzzle cubes that you would have a chance to go farther than any of the other groups that I have seen, and I hoped to ask you for your assistance.
Oh, I want to insight check that so bad. Screw it, I'm doing it. If that's all right. I mean, I'm assuming it is.
You can see if you...
23.
I totally buy it.
Yeet buys it too.
All right, this guy's either real good or he's actually being honest.
I would assume at this point this is a man who
Is he getting desperate?
he has not much time left.
If he wanted to kill us, we'd be dead.
That too.
Yeah. Also that. Yeah.
I love this little huddle. Is it good?
I disagree. I think we could totally take him.
This is a guy that at one time had close to 200 hit points.
Uh-huh. And now he's rotting.
Now he's
And
rotting.
That's
and looks
cute.
tired.
He looks tired. It's true.
Yeah.
Don't you think he looks tired?
So
At the same time, it's not so much him that I'm worried about. It's the legion of semi-devout followers behind us.
yeah,
See,
one
now
or
I
two.
have a thought on that one. Far whatever her name is, the aggro one, there's some fucking friction
Finfala?
there. If she wants to take
Fenfaz,
over,
there
Okay.
Yes, but it's kind of hard to develop that kind of insurgency from, right here. Out of
Yeah,
character.
If you're gonna overthrow the dictator, you don't plan that in front of the dictator.
Meanwhile,
why I
Bag
was
of Nails
joking
has
about
undone
this.
all of the handcuffs. The slave uprising is at hand.
Most of them have at least 2 levels of exhaustion, so good luck with that.
Yeah, no, it's just a joke.
This is, as you say,
you
a
want
prank.
you want our assistance in traveling the tomb of the 9 gods.
He nods and he says, as I said before, we may not agree about how this world will come to its end, but I do not think that it should be to this death curse, and I think that neither do you.
In that we have agreement.
I will give you the puzzle cubes that I have, and your paladin and I must speak more about these visions, but if my sword is really some kind of key to this, perhaps an arrangement could be made.
Sorry. I
I just imagine that's in character, by the way.
if we could, well, I would like to move once my grandfather can move. So, as long as we are.
Shall we wait a day and reconvene? Hopefully at that point his condition will have improved.
That would be lovely.
What was I? Oh yeah, now I remember what I was looking for. I think that works. Is there anywhere more? I don't suppose. Better lodgings would be available.
Not private ones. I suppose you could stay with the harem if you like, but
Even
you may
Shaggy
find that even less comfortable.
It's 15.
15 is old for a kobold, you're fine.
Well, they can't get to be 100, so they just typically don't survive past 20.
If you're sure.
I mean, I'm just small lizard, semi-sheltered, as in they know Warden's lifestyle pretty much, so they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Wow, you were 5 when you met Warden, and okay. I'm surprised you don't have more of his mannerisms, to be honest.
Well-groomed kobold.
The only
Yes.
campaign where the undead turn PCs. Then we shall wait a day. I have a feeling someone's going to go in and essentially talk continually with Azimas anyway, so.
Okay. He says, until tomorrow then. And Sekalak takes you back to your lovely, lovely dungeon corner.
Dungeon, sweet dungeon.
It's fine. Don't.
Small
don't
lizard is
mind the
probably
plague.
gonna chill in the storeroom again. No one's gonna complain about that.
Okay.
Fuck, a couple of us might join ya. They don't seem to mind.
So I'm just gonna go back here. And also, if they see a bucket on the way back, they might throw up. And
Arash,
yeah,
he'd be very proud.
okay. Oh boy. Well, that was a thing.
Can't do that to me.
Fuck you. You get the feels. You get the feels and you fucking like it.
Also, hey, remember how in session 1 I was like, oh wow, it's really convenient that I chose the god of the temple here in town to get more info?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Yeah, that was good. That
wasn't expecting that to connect here.
I mean, I would hope so. We're nearing, like, the big part of the campaign.
Okay.
So, do we stop here?
I do have to work
Mhm.
tomorrow.
Yep.
So.
Really?
This is it for this
Really?
week.
Yeah, car dealership bought remotes.
Oh, fuck.
So,
It's a
yeah.
pandemic. Better get a new car.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
honestly half expecting a text in the morning that says, hey, remote's canceled, but I'm not hoping.
yeah, sorry, Hobble, you didn't get to do much this week.
Sorry, dear.
I blame the statue.
I mean, I'm expecting to come back to Warden graffiti all over.
I clean that up.
I'm just like, you
Okay.
can't do that to me. I mean, yeah.
No, that was the
That was the
fuck you
feels.
get feels.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Mhm.
But Kendall.
Yeah.
You are invited to suffer.
I got
Also-
to make something puke with mayo and then use that puke to cover one of my allies. I had a good night.
I tried to not be too rambly, but also get the I have no godly idea what I saw. across.
Yeah, I
So-
You did a good job.
Yeah, I was worried I was getting too rambly there at the end, but I'm
You did great. You did fine. And guys, Pim's just let the cat out of the bag. Warden's been awake this whole time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
fine.
That doesn't change anything I did.
I mean, I know it doesn't change anything you did, but you know,
What do you mean
I'll
he's
do it
been awake
anyways.
this whole time?
he can normally when you're petrified, you don't have a perception of the outside world. You can't
Mhm.
see, you
yeah,
can't hear,
you are
can't-
blind and deafened.
you can't do anything, but he's been watching and listening the entire time.
But he's
How
got that.
terrifying is his perception skill that he can do that?
Like before.
It has to do with a century of planeswalking.
Also, he got that good basilisk puke.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're going to have to, considering all the bullshit. But yay!
Mm-hmm.
Old cat, do not lick me again.
Guys, Warden's not dead.
Not yet. Don't worry, I can work on that.
I mean, yeah, but this time instead, it's going to be of our.
Mhm.
Well, no, that one was of his own stupidity.
I just like this normal campaign or like a normal group. We need to free these slaves. Our group. Can we take the big snake with us?
I'm working on that slave thing too. Don't worry.
Oh, good lord.
There are ideas churning. None of them are great, but there are ideas
Mhm.
churning.
Let's wait till we don't need anything else from here.
Yeah, that's kind of a smart thing.
Moment when Raj tries to do Pied Piper, but instead it ends up as Weekend at Bernie's.
I'm just saying, if we have a chat with the second in command, and it turns out she's real close because she seemed kind of pissy last week, and we can
This
get her to
taste
help
for the
us set it up
undead.
so he's alone in that room, so we can fucking obliterate him. We might be able to bring a fire sword.
We might be able to bring the fire sword anyway.
Just saying.
Like, I'm
We're
not
murder
confident.
hobos, though. Do the murder of the bad guy and get the sword for more murder hoboing.
I'm not murder hobo.
He's
Yeah.
a bad guy. Not
I'm
the-
trying not to play the same character that I've played from like 6th grade plus.
Plus, we
Yeah.
can steal the sword.
All
Or
right.
I can just talk to him. It's not gonna go well, but I mean,
So, people, I have to go get my laundry before they actually lock the laundry room.
Okay.
They might have already locked the laundry room. We'll
Oh,
see
no.
how that goes.
Everybody say
Uh,
goodnight.
No.
So, it's been fun. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
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 Good night, stream, guys.
Bye.
Good night,
Good night, stream, guys.